Hello, everyone. Happy Happy Christmas Eve. Um, Artemis is not with us quite yet, so I thought for a change of pace that I would sit here and see what's going on with Little Snack while we are waiting. We haven't done our game stream in a while because of job obligations and everything, so I haven't done Little Snack in a while. But as you can see, I'm not logged in. But they oh oh Little Snack has still been sending me emails, so I know that they've had some updates here and there, so I thought I would check it and see. But since I haven't played it so long, I'm not even logged in. Usually I'm automatically logged in, so now I got to check my email and get myself logged back in. I think they've added some games. Okay. No, you. I'm still not good at this. Better. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on here with Lil Snack. I already see that they have changed their layout because the little dog used to be up on top. All these icons used to be on the bottom. And they do these giveaways. I don't see this year. Were you more naughty or nice? I'm always nice. I'm always nice. 77% of people chose nice. Of course, nobody's going to choose naughty. Okay, so for Christmas Eve, what do they have? They have the what the. They have a new game called Pickle, which is pretty much a puzzle. So that's not a. I saw the email about that. That's pretty much a puzzle. So it's not really anything that we could do together. And then they've got the downwards. So let's see what the what the is here. Christmas decorations, of course. Of course it's going to be Christmassy. Like I was telling my kids the other day, if you're new here or whatever, I'm not very much a Christmassy person. I mean, as far as the religious aspect of it, I consider myself a Christian, but I appreciate, you know, the reason for the season and what have you, but I can't. I'm not a person who likes to go to a lot of gatherings. So when the kids were little and they had Christmas concerts and stuff like that, I went, but I didn't really want to. Most Christmas music is like the same songs, even though it's been a whole year since I've heard them. The minute I hear something like Jingle Bells or even Jingle Bell Rock, I'm like, no, you know, they just annoy me. The Christmas decorations, as far as like putting up decorations around the house and what have you, I am not. Part of it is because it's so early that it just a lot of people derive happiness and cheer from all the trappings of Christmas. So they want to start doing it early, like right after Thanksgiving. And that's too early for me. and playing music right after Thanksgiving. I already get sick of it. I think part of it is because in my family, we didn't put up any kind of decorations or anything until Christmas Eve. Our tree did not go up until Christmas Eve. So, and then it would stay up for my birthday is January 10th, so it would stay up almost until my birthday. Not quite usually, but because we would get a real tree and it would start, falling apart, but almost until my birthday. But we didn't do a whole lot of like things on the lawn and lights on the house. By the time I was 10 years old, I can't remember very well what we did when I was little, but by the time I was 10, we had moved south here to a remote place in the country where nobody was going to see lights and things. So we didn't do all that stuff, things on the lawn and what have you. We just did the tree. We didn't do like decorations around the house and special, some people have special decorations they put on their fireplace mantle and all that stuff. We didn't do all that because there wasn't really anybody there to see it. So we just did the tree. So that's it. Okay, Christmas decorations. So this must be Nutcracker now that I've talked forever. Yay. So let's go to the puzzle, which I'll just work through this while we're waiting for Artemis. So tap the button controls to move, finish the puzzle, and watch the picture come together. Okay. This is a new thing. They just sent me an email about this. Like, I think 3 or 4 days ago. So, yeah, this is relatively new. This is an interesting way to work a puzzle. Okay, so I can already tell that this is a piece of the bottom plate, so I need to rotate that. This is milk, but I don't know that the milk needs to be rotated. Milk doesn't really need to be rotated, it needs to be moved. Okay, where's the rest of the plate? Okay, I think if we move, okay, so those pieces swap. And then, can these pieces swap? I need something that's going to swap these up and down. Let's see. No. Okay, so the buttons don't change, so you need to get the pieces swapped into a position where it's near a button that'll go up and down. Okay. I get you. Okay, this is a candle. To turn that. Okay, that's right. Okay. See, this needs to... Ooh, this is harder than I thought. Since those buttons don't change or move. I don't know how to get this down where it needs to be. Okay, because I have that part where it needs to be, but how am I going to get... Oh, no. Oh, so you can rotate all that middle rotates all those pieces. Okay, that helps. Okay. See, now I need to get this bottom piece up toward the top. So if I rotate that, and then do that, and then do that. Okay. Ugh. Oh, yeah, this is harder than I thought. Yeah, this is a take a minute situation. Oh my goodness. Whew. Okay, just the thought of this is making me sweat a little. Okay, so that needs to. Okay, okay, those are all in the right place. Well, no, they're not because that one part of the tree. Oh, I got the milk just right. Oh, darn. This is the kind of puzzle where I would get frustrated after a minute, and then one of my kids would come in and finish it. That's why we do things like this as a group, because I would get frustrated. Okay, no, that goes there. Ugh. I'm not good at visualizing things like this, so it is difficult for me to figure out. Okay, I can rotate it back the other way. Do that again. Do that again. See, this is going to be a thing where if I get it, it's going to be pure luck. Because I have. I'm just going to keep clicking things till I accidentally get it in the right place. Because otherwise, I will never get it right. Oh, shoot. Oh, sugar. Okay, that goes there. Oh, that's almost right. So close. So close. Oh, that candy cane up in the corner needs to go down. Okay, this. And that needs to go there. And then if I do that, and that. See, I told you it would be luck that I got this. Oh my goodness. I was so ready to give up. Okay. And now downwards, which is our group favorite. But Artemis is not here yet. I haven't even gotten a how do you do from her. I'm checking in with her to see where they may be. Okay, okay. There we go. It's just Santa's reindeer. Okay. Let's see. Okay, she says she is on her way. So let's see what we can do. Okay, Dasher and Dancer and Donner and Blitzen. Okay, okay, let's see if I can get. As usual, the problem with this is that my mouse pad does not want to play nice with this. And I think I got rid of that other mouse that I used to hook up here. Let's see. So we got Dasher. I already see Dancer. Dasher and Dancer. Is Prancer one? Let's try Prancer.
Yes, Prancer is a reindeer. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen.
Quit giving me a hard time.
It's in the song!
Well, I can't remember the song, okay? Dasher and Dancer and Donner and Blitzen.
Dasher,
Comet,
Dancer, Prancer, Vixen.
Comet and Cupid.
And Donner and Blitzen.
I already said Donner and Blitzen.
Yeah, you said them in the wrong order. Ooh,
I
there's
think you're
Blitzen
wrong.
right
It's
under Cupid.
Dasher and Dancer and Donner
Prancer
and
and
Blitzen.
Vixen. No! No! Very incorrect. And there's Blitzen right under Cupid.
Okay. Okay.
What are these exclamation points?
I don't know.
Let's see, where are you? You're on the R.
It just says exclamation.
Why? What is the point of it? I am so confused.
Okay, there's Vixen. Is Vixen
Okay.
one?
Yes.
Are you
It's the one
sure?
you keep
Vixen is a
skipping.
sexy lady.
It's
Okay.
also a reindeer, I guess.
Okay.
How many are we missing? Because I see Rudolph, but I don't want to do Rudolph if we're still missing some.
Only two.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner. We're missing Donner.
Okay.
Where's
There's Donner right there above Blitzen.
There we go. And then you can do Rudolph.
Well, how are we going to get to the key?
Rudolph is beside the key. Right below the key, H is the H in Rudolph.
Yeah, I see the key, but what is going to connect to the key?
The H, because it turns into a big block. See?
Okay.
It's been too long since we've done downwards. You clearly don't remember how this works.
You didn't see me struggling with that new puzzle called Pickle.
I didn't. I heard it because I was listening to the stream while I was finishing getting set up.
So you heard me struggling.
I heard you saying, like, this is why we do puzzles together as a group.
Yep. So I guess we're done with a little snack for the day.
I can't believe you did little snacks without me.
Well, because the puzzle we did was so easy. Ronald stopped putting words in. It was so easy. He said, let me leave a few words for Danny because this puzzle.
Well, he also, didn't he say he had a meeting? First of all, why does he have meetings on Christmas Eve? Second of all, did he say
I was looking at the comment. I was watching Swell. Are we done with this?
I think so.
Okay.
Taking it down.
All right.
Put us back in our living room. Photo accurate to what your living room looks like. This is exactly where I spent every Christmas of my youth.
Yeah. Well, let's get the opening going so we can rattle and prattle.
Yeah, he said he has a meeting
at
9:30 CST, which would be right now for us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Let me change to the right music. I always forget that he's an hour off, and I forget which direction it is. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no?
Oh no.
Oh no what?
Oh no.
Oh no what? Oh no what? Camera off? Oh no. Scandal. What is going on? There are scandalous things happening over there. We don't know. The mobster that she owes money to just walked in the room. She's got to pass the money but can't do it on camera. Scandal. Oh no, she's giving a bribe to a judge? What? But we can't see? Scandal. Oh no, she is signing off for BP to dump oil in the oceans? Can't see? Scandal. You can't be away for too long or I'm going to get you canceled.
I was cold. Yeah, I heard you scamming my name. I was cold. I was hot when I sat down in here and I thought, I don't need my sweater. Why do I think that every time? Because then I get cold.
I put on my sweater as soon as I woke up because you know what I wake up to? I wake up to our bedroom window being open when it was closed last night and the ceiling fan being on. Open.
Open? Does he think it's summer?
Apparently.
Okay,
apparently he's going by a different calendar than I am.
Let's get this started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Christmas Eve edition of the Conversation Chair.
I don't have a Christmas hat.
I am your presenter, Dani the Lethargic Lass, and here with me, lamenting the lack of Christmas headgear, is my wee bairn, my partner in crime, my co-presenter,
Artemis the fatigued as usual, minus Christmas hat. It's in the other room.
Oh, do you want to go get your Christmas hat?
Yeah, I'll be back.
Go get your Christmas hat. I would have put a Christmas hat on this morning for y'all folks, but as I was saying in the pre-show, I am not a Christmassy person. So I was trying to think, is there a Christmas hat somewhere in this house left over from a work celebration or something where they give out the Christmas hats? And if there is one, then one of my kids probably already took it to work to wear, because we are working class people, so we all have to work today. Well, I don't have to work today because I work from home, so I can decide whether I work today. And the decision today is probably going to be no, because I want to do a little bit of cooking in preparation for tomorrow. Because I get so, for those who know me, I do have a chronic illness, and so I get so tired standing in front of the stove that I figure if I do a little bit of it today, my family doesn't mind if I cook some of the stuff today, like the macaroni and cheese, and then they just have to reheat it on their plate tomorrow. They don't care. So I may do that stuff today and get it out of the way. Also do some decluttering in preparation for having all of my children home. But yeah, so that's the extent of my preparing for Christmas. See, I ran to get the sweater and already I feel a little bit warm and I have to pull it off. But at least I'm glad that I have it here so that I can. Oh, see, that was not what I was expecting at all.
My Christmas hat?
I was expecting a red, traditional red hat, white trim.
No, this is the one I made last year with the non-binary flag colors. Remember?
I totally forgot.
Yeah, I made it and showed it off on camera after I made it last year.
Totally forgot.
I never weaved in the ends, so I have to tuck in the ends in the back of the hat every time I put it on.
Weave those ends in, girl. Anyway,
if it's for me.
I'm glad you're back. Let's finish our intro now that I've rambled. If you have never been here before,
I forgot we were mid-intro.
And you're not here now because I'm looking at 0 viewers. But if you have never been here before, we are just a little chat show. We are here for your body doubling needs. We are here to be your audio ambiance, your background sound. We are here to keep you company while you are wrapping those last minute gifts, vacuuming the living room in preparation for guests tomorrow, managing your children's expectations because they are running around wondering when Santa's going to get here. Or if you need someone to keep you company while you renovate a cruise ship that has been in dry dock for 20 years because a gay icon, a legendary gay icon, disappeared on the ship and now everybody thinks it's cursed, then we are here for you.
What? Who?
And that last bit was not part of my real life. Well, not completely part of my real life. It's part
of the news?
No, it is part of, let's see if I can get it to pull up. The game I'm playing, Merge Cruise.
Wild.
Merge Cruise.
Not them saying, we got your number, Dani. We know exactly what you want. A merge game and things related to cruises.
We will. I do look out for games that are set on cruises. There's not that many, believe it or not. But we'll talk about that later when we get into our media consumption.
Sure.
Okay, first off, we are here for our life update, which of course everybody knows is Christmas Eve. Yay!
Are there any
Yay.
effects that I can do? Do we
Are
have any?
you are you
Am I?
are you ready for the drive down?
I'm never ready. I always think that I'm ready, but I'm accepting the fact now that I am never ready for the drive down. I always think it's going to be fine, and then I'm also tired. I feel like I haven't slept properly in like a month.
Oh,
I
that's
am
sad.
exhausted.
I'm waiting for the last minute call where you say, it snowed last night and we can't
That
drive down.
too.
That's happened a couple Christmases.
But I don't think so. Let me check the weather.
Have
'Cause I checked
you
it a while back, and it looked like it was going to be fine.
this is a little inside baseball, but have you worked out what you're going to do? Because you said that you wanted to go to your man's people first and then come to us second, but your father goes to work at 1 o'clock.
I didn't realize he goes to work at
I,
1 o'clock. I forgot.
I told you that.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just swap whose house we go to then, because we usually go to their house first so that we can use going to your house as an excuse and say, sorry, we can't stay an extra 3 hours. We actually have to go so I can see my family. But I think we'll just have to swap it and then use the fact that I have to work at 9 in the morning the next day as an excuse to say, hey, yo, we gotta go. My dad leaves at 1 o'clock. We need to swap whose house we go to first.
Can you
Yeah, that sounded like that's not gonna. I thought she remembered that we discussed this. That sounded like,
I truly forgot. It'll be fine. We'll just go to your place first, and then we'll be there
which is
until.
a bummer because I was gonna. I mean, not that I'm cooking a fancy dinner, but I'm making meatloaf and lasagna
Mhm.
and macaroni and cheese and cabbage, and I thought you guys were gonna eat with us, but
I also thought so.
but there'll be leftovers. They're not. We didn't have that many leftovers after Thanksgiving because we did we discussed before, we did the semi homemade where I bought like frozen things and stuff like that and box things and zhuzhed them up a little bit rather than me trying to make everything from scratch and be tired.
Mhm.
And so since I bought stuff like the sweet potato casserole that we know we like that comes in the freezer section, we bought that. We only bought one of them and it disappeared quickly.
Oop.
The mashed potatoes, we only bought one and they disappeared quickly. Even though there's only four of us,
Mhm.
there really wasn't much left for leftovers. And your father said when we were discussing Christmas dinner, he said buy two of those sweet potato casseroles because they disappear quickly. My thing is it's the same thing like with if something comes in a container, I
Mhm.
treat that container as like
The whole serving.
not like the whole because like the sweet potato casserole is family size, but I treat it like okay, this is family size. We are a family of four. It says four on the box.
This will be enough.
This will be enough.
I also have always wondered: are they doing family size based on a family of 4 adults, or a family of 2 adults, 2 children, or like what do you mean by family size?
No, I've always thought they're doing family size based on a family of people who weigh 110 pounds.
That too. People who are adhering to the 2,000 calories adults need thing.
And put a little
But also, you're making Thanksgiving food. Figure it out. Come on.
But like when I get potato, if I get a bag, like if I get an 8-ounce bag of potato chips and I take that bag and sit down with that bag, I will continue to shovel in that bag. But I will not get, if we buy the little snack size bags of potato chips, it's hard for me to grab 3 of those bags and sit there. I feel like a pig opening 3
Having
of
to
those
open multiple bags, yeah.
and eat it. But if I open one bag and just keep eating, it doesn't feel as like
Mhm.
I mean, I know I'm eating a lot, but it doesn't feel as bad.
Yeah, it's the same amount, but you didn't have to continue opening bags. So
yeah, if I
bad.
continue opening bags, then I feel like, oh, I'm a pig because there are 3 bags. Even though the bags meant for a kindergartner, there are 3 bags. So I feel like a pig because I opened 3 bags.
Oh, that's me. I asked Wayne because I'm, on this fitness journey, living this fit life, which I'll discuss later.
Same journey.
No, I say it because you hate it. But I asked Wayne to stop buying
sidebar for our audience. Most people hate words like moist. I hate words that are used on reality shows like journey and alliance. I hate alliance.
Anyway,
because they use it so much. But go ahead.
Yes, but I asked Wayne to stop buying so many like cookie and cake type treats, and so I have strawberry applesauce in the cabinet and fridge. I found applesauce in the freezer, especially strawberry applesauce in the freezer. It's like a nice little ice cream treat.
Oh, I never thought about putting it in the freezer.
It's pretty good. Well, because I was keeping it in the cabinet, because the store just on the shelves at the store, so they don't have to go in the refrigerator. But I was keeping them in the cabinet, and then they get.
I always put mine in the refrigerator because I like my applesauce cold.
Yeah, they were kind of like melty, being stored on the cabinet, and then because I eat them just right out of the cabinet, and so I put them in the freezer because I was like, I want a solid consistency. Turned out more solid than I was expecting, but it's like eating like a not quite like ice cream, but like a shaved ice. Kind of treat, but pretty good, especially the strawberry one because
I am going to try that strawberry applesauce because we buy the mango peach.
Ooh, I haven't tried that. I just want applesauce that doesn't taste like applesauce because I don't dislike applesauce.
The mango peach does not taste. The mango peach does not taste like applesauce, but I didn't get it that often before because your brother does not like the taste of mango, and he loves applesauce,
which is wild. Mango is so good.
He loves applesauce. All of us in the house seem to like applesauce, so that like when we buy applesauce, it gets slurped up immediately, gone. But if I get the mango, he doesn't touch it. So I stopped buying the mango for a while. But now that he don't live here no more.
Ooh,
mango.
So you can go back to that mango. Yeah, I need to try the mango. You said it's mango peach. Is it very peach heavy? Or is it more mango heavy? Okay, because I'm not a fan of peach flavored things. Peaches themselves are okay. I'll eat them on occasion. But peach flavored things have started like...
I don't think it tastes peach heavy, but then I love peaches. So you'll have to judge for yourself.
Yeah, that's like Wayne. We're just going to continue on a full sidebar. Wayne, he has been making a lot of smoothies lately because he's also on a health kick. He's been making a lot of smoothies lately.
That health kick.
But Journey is so fun to say.
Journey is so annoying. Stop it.
But he keeps making these smoothies, and he'll ask me. I'll see the smoothie, and it'll be bright pink, and I'll be like, "Oh, what's in there?" And he's like, "Oh, just some like dragon fruit and strawberry and stuff." And I'm like, and he's like, "You want to taste it?" And I'm like, "Is there any banana in there?" And he's like, "No." And so I'll go to taste it. I'm like, "There's banana in here." And he's like, "I put 2 banana coins." And I'm like, "And I taste it. I taste both of them."
You have lied to me. Yeah, if you don't like banana, you're definitely not good. I mean, you're gonna taste it.
Yes, because banana also it just kind of takes over the flavor of stuff.
Also, for those who don't know, today is my wedding anniversary. I had to count on my fingers. We have been married 36 years.
Had to count on your fingers?
Well, I had to sit here and go, okay, 89, 99, 2009, 2019, because I don't remember off the top of my head how long I've been married.
Well, there's an easier way to remember that is you had me 4 years into your marriage. Just take my age and add 4.
I don't remember how old you are.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you don't know how old any of us are. Ronald is back. We're back to her not remembering how old I am and having to count on her fingers how long she's been married because today's her wedding anniversary.
So the blanket is finished. I,
Yay!
I did put the picture in Discord.
In the Discord? Oh, I didn't see.
I'm not going to drag it out because I've already got it rolled up and stuffed
No, I'm
in the
pulling up the picture on the
basket.
Discord. I didn't get a notification.
I've got it rolled up and stuffed in the basket to give to your father. I thought it would be funny because the basket has been sitting in plain sight and he's never touched it, but I've had like stuff on top of it so he can't, and you can't see through the basket. So I think he thinks it's just clothes in that basket.
You did not put it in the Discord because I don't see it.
Oh Lord, I did. I really did.
Which section did you put it in? Was it in the finished project,
I
Brad?
put it in the finished. Yeah.
How am I not seeing it? The last thing I see is the slippers. What's wrong with my Discord?
Oh no, I made a mistake. I put it in whip progress.
Oh, okay. All good. So I was like, where is it? Ooh, and Ronald's blanket. Did I miss that
Do
too?
you know how difficult it was for me to take a picture of it on my bed and for y'all not to see all the clutter and
everything around
it? You know what my room looks like. And I don't mind showing you, but I didn't want to show everybody on Discord what my mess looked like.
I'm just pulling this up because I saw it. I didn't see that originally. That is crazy.
You didn't see that? I know.
No.
That color pooling, bravo, Ron.
Yeah, because I do not have the brain energy to do that.
That just seems like a lot of work. Wait a minute, you don't have the brain energy for that? You do corner to corner.
Yeah, corner to corner is easy. It's
No,
four
it's not.
black box. Okay, box. 2 white box.
No.
Yes. Once you learn how to make the boxes and do the turn, it's fine.
No,
you're just doing double crochets. It is just double crochets.
Confusing.
It's just double crochets. We need to do a throw pillow video where I am just teaching you how to do corner to corner.
I mean, I tried it one time and I got like maybe a fourth of a way through a scarf, but
you didn't try
the whole time I had to look at my directions and see what I'm doing. It's not a thing I can sit and watch TV and do.
Once you understand how it works, I feel like you'll have it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Ronald, if you can do granny stitch, you can do corner to corner. You can. I believe in you.
Think so.
I have full and utter faith. Anyway, I'm going to your blanket. Oh, it turned out so good. It looks so good, and that's a big blanket too.
Yes, it fits. I was worried it wasn't going to be big enough, but it does do exactly what I wanted it to do, which for those who don't know, which you wouldn't really know, but my husband and I, there's a Swedish word for it, and I don't know what it is. We're not in a bed divorce because we still sleep in the same bed. We're like in a bed separation or a bed, they call it something else, because we for years have slept in our own separate blankets. We don't even have, I'm looking across the room here at a comforter that your Aunt Connie bought us as a Christmas gift one year. And we took the sheets and we took the other stuff out of the whole set. The comforter is still sitting in that plastic, the zipper bag that those comforters come in when you buy them from the store. Never took it out. You know why? Because we never make up our bed to have one big comforter.
Neither do we. Okay, there are couples in the chat. Ronald, anybody else who's there? Do y'all share a blanket when you're sleeping? And if so, freaking how? I don't understand.
I feel like it's been at least 20 years since we decided to, and I don't know how we came to that decision. It's not like we discussed it. But
it just makes more sense. I think the only time that Wayne and I have shared a blanket was when I was staying the night in his dorm in college when I definitely shouldn't have been. I'm surprised I didn't get kicked out.
Well, you share a blanket on the cruise because your father and I share a blanket on the cruise.
We do not.
How do you not share a blanket on the cruise?
I use the blanket and he uses the sheet because he's hot and I'm cold.
Y'all totally tear the bed apart.
Yes, we tear it up.
Oh, see, we don't tear the bed apart. We just crawl in the way they made it.
No.
And it feels weird because when you're sharing a sheet or a blanket, over you. Like I'm used
It's
to
tucked
I'm
in.
used to my blanket where I can tuck it all up under me and all of that
Yes,
stuff. And
exactly.
when you're sharing with somebody, you got this whole gap over here. This
Exactly.
part under here feels cool all of a sudden
And
because the
I'm not
blanket is
about that.
over there on somebody else. I don't like it.
Okay, let's catch up with Ronald and then I will explain. Let's see. He says we've done it both ways over the years. We had separate sheets at one point, but currently we use a queen size bed and a king size blanket. Queen is the bigger size, right? Or is king the bigger size?
No, king is the bigger size.
Oh, yeah, king is the bigger size. I think I get confused because of chess, because in chess the queen is like the more important chess piece, and I get confused every time. So queen size bed with a king size blanket, so there's enough for us to share. We get the oversized one so I can still burrito. I see when we go to bed here in this house, Wayne has his one blanket on his side, and then I have my electric blanket, a comforter that I stole from him, the blanket that I made, and then sometimes I take this blanket out of the office. So I will have 3 to 4 blankets, one of which being an electric blanket.
I don't have that.
And he has one. Because I am
probably well, I used to have because well first of all we don't use flat sheets. Okay. I know y'all don't use flat sheets because you grew up in a house where we don't use flat sheets. So we don't use flat sheets. That's another part of the bedding set. When people buy a bedding set or give you a bedding set, that's still in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I may use, like right now, I have a flat sheet that I am using as a shawl when I sit in bed and if I feel a breeze, because I stay up a little bit later than Alan, and his CPAP machine blows off cold air, and it is blowing cold air over here. Absolutely. To my side.
You can't angle it so the fan is somewhere else? Or is it?
No, it's on his face.
So like the mask part.
So like when he turns over, it just like blows on me.
Yeah, just raw blanket, Ronald. Just raw blanket.
A raw blanket. Yes, a raw
I don't need a barrier from my blanket. My blanket is mine. I didn't take the blanket from a stranger.
Yeah, I get all tangled up when the only time I ever use a flat sheet is when I'm at Terry's house, because she has a flat sheet, a duvet, and then the big fancy comforter that goes over the top. And that is when I first get into bed, it's very nice and comfortable because it's cold, but then I'm ready to kick half that stuff off the bed by the end of the night.
Yeah, I will go to sleep with 3 to 4 blankets and then wake up with one because I have either kicked half of them off or the dog has stolen them.
But also, Ronald, I can't speak for her, but for me, it feels almost like a sheet that I'm sleeping with, because I sleep with one of those, like, I don't know how to explain it, but one of those, I have one of those, what I'm sleeping right now is the comforter that either you had in college or...
That was mine. The one that was in the picture on the...
Yeah.
On the... Yeah, that was mine. That was not from college. I think that was from when I lived there.
But it's just the covering on it is like sheet material.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a furry blanket. You know how sometimes some blankets you get have like a furry nap to it or whatever.
Yeah, they're like
that's not
like chenille-y kind of.
Yeah, that's not the kind of blanket. Your father sleeps with like a chenille furry velour type throw. Those have got popular as gifts over the last few years. Yeah, he sleeps with one of those. That's why I made him this blanket out of Bernat blanket, because it has a similar texture and he would like that. But no, I don't sleep with anything that feels like Bernat blanket. I sleep with something that feels like a sheet, or sometimes I sleep with something that feels like a waffle. Those waffle texture blankets that were popular for a while? Mm-hmm. We used to have one of those in the house. And so I sleep with one of those sometimes during the summer. Oh Lord, Ron says he's so oily and sweaty it would be impossible.
Wild.
Wild.
Mm.
But yeah, so the blanket is done. I'll get
Is it heavy? Does it feel like kind of weighted? Because I know that
it feels
was
weighted.
a little heavy.
Yeah, that's why the last couple times when I was down to the very end of it, I didn't want to bring it in here because just lifting it up out of the basket and putting it across my lap to work on while we were talking was too much. So, yeah, it feels weighted. So, hopefully he will like it. Hopefully he will get some use out of it. I don't have, my husband, bless him, I don't have a good track record going off script and buying him gifts. That's how we started with the Amazon wish list for Christmas to begin with, because I have no idea what to get him. There's still a $200 foot massager thing down there that he does not use, and
I might take that.
I bought it over 5 years ago for Christmas. I don't think he has ever used it. I think your brother used it a couple times. And I just saw your father had an old beat up foot soaker that cost no more than $15 from Walmart that he dragged out of the garage to soak his feet the other day. I'm like, I bought you a $200 foot massager.
Question.
Yes.
Ronald says over 5 years ago, so you mean you bought it in 1987?
Very funny, Ronald.
A question. Sorry, he sent you an Audible gift. Is the password for Amazon is the same password for Audible, right?
It's supposed to be, yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to log in to redeem these gifts. His friend sent him some books on Audible as a Christmas gift, and I'm trying to redeem these books, and it's not letting me log in because it's saying the password is wrong.
Speaking of which, while your man is standing there, I was looking for something else to read and just was reminded that I am number 4 on the list for that darn Brandon Sanderson book. I didn't realize I had put myself on the hold list.
She put herself on the hold for the Brandon Sanderson book while we were back in the car going to the cruise, and she saw that she was still on the list on hold for it to listen to it.
I'm number 4.
He said it's worth the wait.
No, it's not.
This time recently.
He just listened to it for the 5th time.
Oh God!
The whole series.
Get him something else. He needs a new.
He's listened to that for the 5th time. Is not caught up on the audiobook the audio drama that I'm a voice actor in.
Neither am I.
Scandal, shame. You shouldn't be reading anything other than that. What are you doing?
Yeah, you trying to shame me.
I'm shaming all of y'all. Shame.
That's fine.
Oh God, I can't decide whether I'm hot or cold.
I'm getting warmed up from this coffee. It's warming me up.
Ron says he's waiting until the whole thing is done.
We should be done fairly quickly because there's only going to be 8 episodes like the last season, and we just finished recording. Episode 6, so we just have 2 episodes left to record, and then once those are edited and put out, then we'll be done. So I think fairly soon. I don't know what timeline they're on as far as editing the episodes.
So have you heard on that job?
I have not. So I applied to work at Apotheca. I had my phone interview with the hiring department on last Wednesday. And then he told me that the district manager should get in contact with me either late last week or early this week. I hadn't heard anything, so yesterday I sent him a message again. That was like, hey, sorry to bother you. I was told that I should hear from the district manager late last week or early this week, and I hadn't heard anything. I just wanted to see, like, do I need to send any extra information, or has there been an update on the timeline or anything? And he
just because it's Christmas and nobody's working.
Exactly. And he sent back a message that said the district managers are very busy right now, and he's setting up interviews as he can. Thank you for your patience. And I'm like, okay, so that is polite and great, and I haven't been like completely kicked out of the running, but also now I have no timeline of when to expect to hear from him. Because before it was like late last week, early this week, and now I'm just out in the wind. Who knows?
You should expect after the new year, because it's Christmas. Nobody's doing any real work right now.
I figured. And Ronald, we don't have, they put out the scripts fairly close to when we're going to be reading them. So I think I have the script for episode 7. I don't have the script for episode 8. Or no, they're finishing the script for episode 7 because I haven't pulled it open yet. They are finishing the script for episode 7, so I should be getting it this week. And then we haven't got the script for episode 8 yet. So they know where it's going. I don't. Also, I listened to all of the current episodes for season 2 the other day, and I had to send a message in the Discord for the audio drop for Error 313 because I was like, not me listening to every episode like, what's gonna happen? Oh no, what are they doing? I was there. That's like when I watched the live action Lion King and I was like, oh my goodness, they can't kill Mufasa.
Silly girl.
Goodness. Also, while we're completely sidetracked from everything that we're doing, no one has commented on my new glasses.
Well, I can't see unless I make the screen big. So let me look at the big screen. Oh, those are cute. I like those.
Yeah, I finally got round lenses like I wanted because I've been trying to get some nice big round lenses.
Mm-hmm. I like those.
Yes, I feel like they fit me very well.
Yeah, I went through a phase at your age where I wanted round lenses.
And these actually sit on my nose. These ones don't rest on my face. These, they adjusted my nose pad, so these, as long as they're sitting the way they're supposed to, because sometimes they get squished on my headphones, but these actually sit on my nose.
Cute. Hello, Robin.
Hello. I'm gonna try one more time to get logged into this because he's gonna want to try to listen to these audiobooks at work.
Are we ready to move on to? I wanted to go ahead and move on to Yarny Crafty Thoughts because I don't know how long Ronald's going to be here, and I wanted to go ahead and address Game of Wool since the finale was just here.
Not me missing this entire show. I keep forgetting it exists until we're here on Wednesday.
Okay, well then I won't say who won.
Don't say who won, but talk about the show.
I won't say who won. But unless you had do you have any other life update thing?
This is going to be such an off-the-wall episode. I'll probably remember them as we're going because I can't think of anything right now. And I keep forgetting to put stuff in the Google
Yes, Ronald, I am about to discuss the Game of Wool finale, even though this one has not watched any of the show.
Sorry.
Any of it.
Well, you discuss that while I'm trying to log into this Audible for my mans.
That's a good idea. The finale was just this past Sunday. They did just like last week, they did the group challenge first, and then they did their individual challenges. The group challenge didn't really seem to be much of a group challenge because they sent them out to because they say, we judged the group challenge blind, so they sent the judges out. But then as soon as they came back in, they said, okay, who made this part? Who made that part? So what was the point of, there wasn't any real judging going on. They had them do something to fill some of the time, and then they came back in and looked at it and said, oh, that looks cute. That's pretty much what the group challenge was in my mind. The group challenge was a mailbox topper, a post box topper.
Do people use those?
It was, it was yarn bombing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yarn bombing. So not like your personal mailbox outside your house, but like a post box that you would see on the corner, which we don't ever see around here anymore because I can't remember the last time I saw a public mailbox. That you just don't see them very much around here because people just go into the mailbox or they put it in their mailbox at their house to have it picked up. So I haven't seen a public mailbox in I don't know how long. But over in the UK, it is a thing to do some yarn bombing on the top of a post box for like special occasions, an anniversary or, a tribute if somebody passes away or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do a bit of yarn bombing on the top because the top of their post boxes are flat. It's like a round. It's like a post with like a flat plate on top of it. So
yeah, I was thinking like our mailboxes. Okay.
Yeah, our mailboxes are domed. No, there's like a flat plate on top of it. So they were to make the Game of Wool world on top of a post box. So they made the host and the two judges and the couch and tried to make some rolling hills in the back, but the judges are like, what is this nonsense? But what really the main thing I wanted to say, because I'm not going to give away who won because you still need to watch it, you need to watch it soon while you can still find it on YouTube, because I have a feeling somebody's going to copyright strike that eventually and take it down. But
I'll probably try to watch it today because I don't have Market today, so I'm just going to watch it today.
But yeah, you can find it pretty easily on YouTube right now. But you can watch it, and then you can watch Crochet Junction and their reactions to it. They're my favorite ones reacting to it. But no, their final individual projects were hats. And this was first of all, yeah, you're making a face. Some of the reactors that I watched were like, a hat should have been the first episode.
Y'all are out here making Halloween costumes and couch covers, and the last thing that you make is a hat?
Yes. And Crochet Junction, somebody from Crochet Junction rightly said, hats are like the first thing you do. Ronald says he's on his second watch of the show, Hate Watching.
Not Hate Watching.
Yeah, the group challenge was pointless. With my fried pants. What did I say that sounded like with my fried pants?
I don't know. I missed it because I'm still trying to log into this stuff.
Yarn bombing with my fried pants. What did I say that sounded with my fried pants?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord. And my messages don't scroll all the way down, so I don't know if I'm missing somebody's message or not. The last one I can see says yarn bombing. But anyway.
Let's see. Hate Watching with my friend Paris. The group challenge was pointless. I read that as with my fried pants. Maybe he was talking about with his friend Paris. He read as with my fried pants. Yarn bombing. He's talking about how they have the mailboxes all over there, but he also leaves the home. Yep, he was talking about with his friend Paris.
That's right. That's true. You do leave your house more than I do, Ronald. I think the 3 hats were very nice. I think, and that was what I was going to say, was that this was the first episode, that particular challenge, that made me want to pick up my needles and make something. I want to make a hat now, because hats and baby sweaters are my 2 favorite things to make, whether knit or crochet. Those are my 2 favorite things to make because they are quick. And they're
kind of impressive as you, yeah.
Yeah, they give me that hit of satisfaction, and they're cute. And I haven't made a hat in a while. And so watching them make hats made me really want to make a hat.
Mm.
Especially Elsa, I think is the way her name is pronounced. It's one of those Celtic names that is pronounced different than the way it's
like
spelled.
Saoirse.
Yeah. But I think it's Elsa, and she made a hat with a vintage pattern, which they ragged on her because she made the hat in pieces instead of doing it seamless like in the round.
Mm-hmm.
She made it in pieces and seamed it together, and they're like, well, you didn't get those joins perfectly because it was like a houndstooth hat. You didn't get those joins perfectly, but that was a beautiful hat.
Mm.
That was a beautiful hat, and that hat in particular made me want to make a hat. Because I like making hats, but more so not just because I like making hats, but also normally when I watch something like Sewing Bee or even things like crafts that I don't do, like I don't really sew or I haven't sewn for years, but at least sewing is closer to knitting than like pottery.
Yeah.
Or jewelry making,
glass blowing. But whenever I watch those shows, usually I feel inspired to pick up, not so much the cooking shows. The cooking shows do not inspire me to pick up anything. But like if I watch any kind of show, for a while I watched that show, what was it called? Artist of the Year or Portrait of the Year or something like that. It's a British show where they have like 6 or 7 people and they're in public, like they're in a museum or whatever, where people are walking by and can see them working. And they have a famous person sitting there for their portrait. And you have all 6 of them doing the portrait. Like life drawing.
Yeah. But everybody's doing that. Some people only do like black and white charcoal. Some people are like pen and ink people. Some people are like watercolor people. So everybody's doing a different kind of version and they're also like in a semicircle. So they can see them from different angles.
Yeah.
So it's also a slightly different angle that they're seeing the person from. And somebody does like a mini interview with the person because it'll be somebody like David Tennant or somebody. It's a British show. And they'll do a mini interview with them and then they'll pick. And the person themselves will pick who they think is their favorite picture that they're going to take home. But then the judges pick what they think is the best picture.
The best overall,
go in the gallery. But cool. And I don't paint, I don't draw, but that makes me want to pick up,
want to craft something,
want to pick up my coloring book or my needles or so. It makes me want to pick up this show, Game of Wool. This is the first time I wanted to pick up something. The whole time
they were making the hats in the final episode.
Exactly, when they were making the hats, because all the other stuff, it was just like I was like Ronald, pretty much hate watching. And not necessarily hate watching, but like, let me see what this nonsense is. So when I go to watch Crochet Junction and Knit Nottingham later, I know what they're talking about. Not because I'm inspired by the show or enjoying the show or anything like that. It's hard to say. It's not that I hated the show, but it's not a very good show.
No, while you were talking about shows that make you want to pick up crafting, it occurred to me, why does the US not have any craft shows? Like we have like the special effects makeup artist show, and then like Project Runway, which is sewing sort of.
You know why?
But all of this stuff is like so high end. Like I want normal level people stuff.
Because Americans want a show with money. Do you know how long it took for your father to stop saying they don't get any money? We love the Great Pottery Throwdown. That's our favorite. Your father won't watch the Sewing Bee or any of the other ones, but he likes the Great Pottery Throwdown, and we watch that every time a new season comes out. Which a new season's coming out in January, and fingers crossed, because Roku has picked up Sewing Bee and Pottery Throwdown, but they're showing like all the past complete seasons, and so I'm like, are they going to add
the current one? I saw that the American Taskmaster bombed, Ronald. I feel like part of it was because of who they picked as the host, because they had Alex Horn as the assistant, but then they had Reggie Watts as the host. But from the bits that I saw, because on British Taskmaster, Greg Davies is mean. He's just an asshole, and that's the funny part of it. But I feel like the bits that I saw, Reggie was being like a little too like nice. Like he wasn't like
because
I feel like that's the funny.
On American reality shows, we are in our era now where we don't like. I was talking to your father about this, where we don't like. I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to get back to our crafty stuff because
I told you this was going to be a sidebar episode.
But we're in our era where we don't like the mean anymore. Because like Simon Cowell used to be really mean on American Idol, and he's on America's Got Talent. He's not mean at all anymore. Gordon Ramsay used to be really
Is Gordon Ramsay not mean anymore?
I think maybe he's a little bit mean on Hell's Kitchen, but but we watch like Next Level Chef.
He's not calling people idiot sandwiches anymore?
Not on those shows he doesn't. He's not mean at all. And so
because I knew that he wasn't mean when he does the shows with like the kids, which was the funny meme of like him yelling at adults and then being so nice to the kids. But he's not yelling at the grown-ups anymore. That was like part of his. No, that was part of the.
No, on Next Level Chef, he does not. I mean, he'll raise his voice, but he pretty much like these days he makes fun of the fact that he is known for being mean. You know, like his.
They're also both not Americans. You're right.
This is true. They're not Americans, but
they came over being mean because they were used to being mean on the British shows, and then they came to America and they're like, "Oh, I can't yell at y'all. Y'all are punks."
But yeah, but even though they're not Americans, when they first came over here, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh!" You know, that's how they got the ratings, because people would say the next day, "Did you see how mean Simon Cowell was to that person on such and such a show?" And now, and it's not just those particular judges not being mean, but like you remember American Idol when it was first on the air, they relished putting through those people on TV. The
audition tapes. I can't watch those.
Yeah, they put through people who clearly couldn't sing. You should have cut them back in the hallway before they ever made it. But they put them there on purpose so that we could make fun of them as a viewing audience, and people quickly fell out of love with that kind of thing.
But I feel like the difference between those shows and Taskmaster is, one, Taskmaster, the contestants aren't normal people. They're comedians.
So they expect to be roasted.
Exactly. Two, isn't America home of the roast? Didn't we create that? Why? So when bringing a show that feels like it would perfectly fit that and then bring it to America, why did we not keep the mean? Because it's a comedian making fun of comedians who are also making fun of themselves and other comedians. Like, I don't, there in that context, like in the cooking shows and American Idol, I can definitely understand like, hey, these are people just trying to make it, leave it alone. But these are known comedians, already have an audience, already have a following, already have this build. Like, making fun of them is not, you're not just hurting a regular Joe. So I don't know why we're not, because that's what makes it funny, is you make fun of them and then they make fun of you back.
Yeah. But a lot of shows come over from the UK and don't. I mean, there's shows that do come over from the UK and do even better, like The Office, which I'm not a fan of The Office, but The Office, you know, was a UK show, and the American version is almost more popular than the UK version. You say The Office, people are not talking about the UK version. They're talking about the American version.
That's another thing. Sorry, we're still full sidebar. That's another thing. I don't understand just remaking shows but in America. Like with the reality shows, it's like, okay, we've got different hosts, different contestants, blah blah blah, but like The Office, and then The Office but with American accents, and then like what's that, the show where the couple inherits the mansion and turn it into a hotel, Ghosts. And then Ghosts with Americans. Like,
okay, okay, Ghosts is an exception. because they also have Ghosts Australia, they have Ghosts in a couple other countries, because I don't know if you've watched Ghosts, but
No, I haven't.
I've watched the UK version and the American version. Part of the thing with Ghosts is that the people who have died are part of that country's history.
Oh.
So there are different kinds of people.
So in America, you'll see like dead slaves, dead Union soldiers or whatever. Versus,
yes.
Okay, got it.
Whereas, yes, it's different. You know, like on the American show, you have Native American ghosts, and you have the black jazz singer ghost from the 20s, and you have someone from the Gilded Age who owned the house and such. Whereas on the British one, you have British soldiers and I can't remember. But it's totally different for their different history.
Yeah,
it's totally
got
different
it.
for their different history.
That makes sense.
That makes sense for that to be remade.
But the other stuff I don't understand.
But like the other ones, I totally understand why. Yes, the UK one was the first one. I like the American one better. I like the ghosts in the British one. I do not like the male lead in the British one. He annoys me. The actor himself annoys me. So I like the male lead actor in the American one better. But that's neither here nor there. Yarny thoughts.
Circling back.
Yarny thoughts. There has been whispers that they may bring Game of Wool back for season 2. I know from what I've heard other reactors say, because that the people involved in the show have seen a lot of the complaints and stuff online. So hopefully that stuff works its way up the chain, because there's videos on like they did a little like after show thing. I didn't watch any of the after show things. I might go back and just take a quick look, but there's been videos on Instagram and YouTube of people involved in the show, like the judges or the host, coming back and saying, well, we did this because of blah blah blah, whatever. So hopefully the showrunners are also watching some of these complaints, and some of this stuff will work its way up the chain. I have heard one of the I think it's The Story of Craft, I think is the YouTube channel, say that the showrunner, she has said more than once that, and she's done more research than I've seen other people do, said that the showrunner was a comedy writer.
Okay.
And so that's why she feels like he didn't really get the flow of how these kind of shows should go.
They didn't get a reality show person to run the reality show.
But also, if he's a comedy writer, I don't know what else he writes for, because the show's not funny.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it didn't sound like y'all said it was funny.
And I mean, part of it is, because I've been rewatching Sewing Bee, and the host, like I'm on the Joe Lycett seasons right now, because they've had different hosts, and who have all been comedians. And I'm on the Joe Lycett seasons right now, and Joe Lycett's jokes are corny, but they're at least a little bit more funny.
Well, also he's one of those people that is really good at giving a like deadpan delivery. Am I remembering Joe Lycett is the right person? He was on Taskmaster, but also all of my knowledge of British comedians is from Taskmaster, I think.
I'm answering your brother. He's asking if we have desserts for Christmas. If we don't.
Ooh, had I thought about it, I would have maybe prepped something to bring. Yeah, I know Joe Lycett. He's funny. Ronald says, and they need to rename the thing Britain's best knitter.
I know that half of it was crochet.
Then, yeah.
Half of they had challenges where you were only supposed to crochet.
Yeah, they should have just called it Stitcher.
Yes. That's what so many of, that's the biggest thing that the reactors have said that they get annoyed with.
Have I already asked this?
This is not knitting.
Have I already asked this? Is it a thing like in the UK that they, like how here people will call all permanent markers Sharpies, or like in the UK and other countries they'll call all yarn wool, even though it's not made of wool. It's like they call any.
I don't know. I don't think it's a thing because because like Crochet Junction is British.
Mm-hmm.
No desserts for me.
Y'all got desserts for tomorrow.
Why no desserts for me?
Because y'all didn't make any desserts.
Well, Isaac said he's going to bring a banana pudding and a sweet potato pie.
I don't like bananas, but I'll steal some.
Yeah, that's what Ronald said. Some of the reactions he's watched were British people.
Oh.
There are British people who crochet. So no, it's not a thing where they call all things knitting.
Dang. They just messed up on all corners, huh?
Because like Crochet Junction, she's a crocheter. She barely knits. So she's like, why are we calling this a crochet? I mean, why are we calling this knitting? So yeah.
Wild.
It's annoying. Have you worked on any projects?
I have not. I peek behind the curtain for everybody who's not my mom. I've been having a bad couple weeks. I hate my job. I don't want to be there. And it's just truly leaching into the rest of my life. So I've been kind of tired and miserable.
Aww.
It sucks, but I'm working on it. So I have not done any crafting. I've been going to the gym though. Oh, I should have said that in the life updates. I knew I'd remember stuff later. I've been going to the gym with my friend Sumaya, and we did leg day, not yesterday, but the day before yesterday, and I'm still sore today. 2 days later. You do
have to take a break.
I am taking a break, and I don't understand people who work out 5 days a week. That is insanity. We worked out and did leg day on Monday. Yesterday at work, I was practically limping everywhere. My legs are so sore. I'm dying. I told Sumaya, I was like, with as much as this hurts, I better be skinty tomorrow.
That's how I feel.
I got it.
That's how I feel.
What am I looking at?
Oh, I was just pointing out that the winter edition of Knitting Magazine is live. And the only reason I point this out is because I remember when Knitting Magazine first launched. And it's still around. And I feel old. Knitting Magazine
out here calling me old over in the chat. Ugh.
Ronald's gonna take swimming lessons this year. Good for you.
That sounds fun.
Look at me trying to scroll in the wrong window. But this used to be, looking at this just reminds me again that I am right now, and this may change, but I am right now really more of a crocheter than a knitter.
Mm-hmm.
And even they have added crochet, because if you look at these ones that have a C next to them.
Oh, I knew that was crochet to begin with, because I've seen those before. Not that in particular, but I've seen the little like crochet lanterns before.
But these are crochet patterns. They didn't used to have crochet patterns. They had no crochet. This was an all knitting magazine when it started 25 some years ago. This magazine started in the heyday of this listserv that used to be called the Knit List. This was before Facebook. This was before I think before YouTube. This was before Reddit, before all these things. This is when blogs were still popular.
Question.
Answer.
Well, 2 questions. One, Ronald is saying, sorry to be so chaotic, but Dani, do you play the hurdle on YouTube? HURDLE, hurdle. Is it like the hurdle that we used to play on Fridays where you guess the song?
Is it on YouTube?
That's what he said. While you're figuring...
Is it one of those YouTube playables? Because I haven't done the YouTube playables in a while.
I haven't either. I should get back to that. While Ronald is answering your question, second question. Oh, Ronald says it's like Wordle with 5 words.
Oh, I think I may have tried that before. I didn't realize it was hurdle. Okay.
Well, yeah, while you're looking that up,
playable.
My next question. Can somebody explain a listserv to me? Because one of the episodes of Normal Gossip that I listened to involved the listserv, and I was like, okay, so they're sending messages, I guess. What is a listserv? I'm young and youthful. I don't know what these things are. Why are you looking like that?
Because I'm like, what's the best way to describe it? But you know what? I'm going to let AI answer that for you. How about that?
Not the AI. They're using up all the water, so I hear.
I know.
The thing that I don't understand, I need to go watch, because Hank Green put out a video, and I need to just sit and watch the video. But like, so my understanding is that they use the water to cool the machines that are running the AI. But if they're using this water to cool the machines, the water is getting evaporated back into the water cycle, is it not? So we're not like just expending water.
I don't know how water plays into electricity, but they also use a lot of electricity too. Because I was watching a video where they were talking about this company this AI company that wanted to buy this man's land to build a data center.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying that the data center would use enough electricity for like 2 towns or something. I mean, it was like,
that's a lot. And electricity uses like coal and fossil fuels and stuff, right? Unless it's solar, obviously. Which I don't think these companies are using.
The whole bottom line is that the data centers use a lot of resources that could be going toward other things.
Okay, that makes sense. My thought, because everything that I hear, everybody's like the water, and I'm like, the water gets evaporated back into the water cycle. I don't, unless they are like eating it. Like, where is this water going that it is no longer water in the water cycle? That's why I'm confused. Like, why everybody's getting upset. But anyway, circling back, Ronald says yes, it's a YouTube playable.
Yeah, I pulled it up. I see it. Listservs are basically, you subscribe to them with your email, and then you can get the messages from the listserv directly in your email. So rather than going to Reddit and seeing all the messages here, you can have the messages sent directly to your email.
Okay, so it's like a group chat or a forum, but instead of like on a page, it is all of the messages come to your email.
Yes, but I think there is a page that you can go to, because I remember going to like a forum type page, a Reddit almost type page, and scrolling through and seeing different responses and people's different things. But you can also get things sent directly to you subscribe to it with your email.
Okay.
And you get things sent directly to your email.
Gotcha. I have learned now. Back to
that was how all the hot patterns back in the day, before all these things got passed around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's how I got the Wonderful Wallaby and the Rambling Rose Afghan, which I think I might bring that Rambling Rose Afghan back out and give it another try. Because I feel like I've got more experience. I got stalled on that Afghan simply because it was the kind of pattern where it was like, it walked you through the first 5 sections, and then the rest of the pattern was like, okay, now continue on in the same way. And you know, I don't like a pattern that says just continue on.
My brain goes. Yeah.
But I think I might be able to do it now at this point. Maybe. But yeah, I'm looking at this, and no offense to anybody, but these patterns don't excite me the way the crochet patterns do now.
Yeah, the most exciting thing that I see on this page is those crochet lanterns, which, can you click into that for me?
Sure.
Oh, those socks are kind of cute too.
Yeah, the socks are cute.
I don't think I would want to work on them, but they are cute to look at.
And I constantly, when I look at somebody with crochet sweaters and stuff, I used to at first think, oh, it's just because the crochet patterns nowadays are more refined than the crochet patterns I remember from the 70s. But it's more than that. I think my view of what I find attractive has changed because some of these plain, smooth, stockinette knit sweaters look boring to me now.
Yes, it looks like something you could just buy in a store.
Whereas 30 years ago, I was so impressed by those, and now I'm like,
I think it's a combination of, one, the stuff that people are knitting hasn't changed as much, and so they're kind of knitting the same things. But now the stores have caught up, like the people with the knitting machines have caught up, and so now it's just kind of exactly the same. And then also crocheters are making bigger swings for things. I feel like knitters are not out here making big swings, because with knitting, it's kind of hard to back up if you tried something and didn't like it, and you're trying to back up and undo and try something else. Whereas with crochet, you pull a string and it's gone. And you can it's a lot easier to try. And so I feel like the crocheters out there, first of all, there's a lot more new crocheters, because I'm sorry for you, it's easier to pick up. Just saying, crochet is easier to pick up. But two, because it's easier to pick up, there's a lot more new people who don't have that back knowledge of how things are crocheted, and are like, okay, this is how I make stitches. Now I'm going to try something.
I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with you that it's easier to pick up, because I learned both at the same time as a child, and my skill in both has kept a pace. You know what I'm saying? Because with my nature, I feel like, okay, I knit a little bit. Okay, I'm tired of knitting. Let's do some crochet now. Okay, I'm tired of crocheting. Let's do some knitting now. So my skill in both things has kept even from the time that I learned it in elementary school. So I don't feel like one is easier or more difficult than the other. They're just different to me.
Nah, I feel like crochet is easier. As someone who also learned both kind of around the same time, I feel like crochet is easy. There's a reason that I keep going back to crocheting and will maybe pick up knitting once a year or something. I still have a knitting project in there that I absolutely have not finished, because I'm like, one, this is taking forever. Two, I don't feel like it.
I also feel like, especially right now, it's not necessarily the same 20 years ago, but very particularly right now, I feel like, and one of the YouTubers I watch made a comment about this as well, that knitting is still in that grayish kind of mode. And I think people who are primarily knitters who don't crochet, and dare I say sometimes look down on crochet, they like if Terry was to pick up either skill, I think Terry would pick up knitting if she was to pick up a skill, because Terry likes black and beige and brown. And I feel like that's what a lot of knitters like, are those really earth tone things.
But whereas you can make earth tone things with crocheting.
I mean, you can make earth tone things with crocheting, but most of the crochet girlies that you see
are not doing that.
If you're, first of all, anybody picking up either craft right now is probably picking it up from social media, because most of these people are learning how to do it from YouTube,
just having a renaissance
rather than learning how to read a pattern from a book like I had to do. Okay. So they're picking it up from people who are making videos, and the people who are making the videos or doing the Instagram or whatever are doing bright colors if it's crochet. The knitters are still doing soothing earth tones.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I have discovered about myself over the last year or so is that, I mean, maybe 30 years ago, I like our living room before you were born was black and gold and glass. We had a table that was black lacquer with a glass inset, and it had gold trim piping like around the black
And
lacquer.
why did I not inherit this table?
Oh, we got rid of that table before you were born because that was a child danger thing waiting to happen. And
Not
it was
me.
also it was just difficult to clean. But we were those black people who had the black lacquer and glass. All that was our decorating
Wild.
before you were born. So yes, I think I probably was into more neutral stuff 30 some years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But now I want bright colors. I don't want beige. I like gray if it's paired with something bright. I like black if it's paired with something bright.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want just black and gray and brown.
Mm-mm.
And that's all I see in a lot of the new knitting things, and it just does not inspire me.
Yeah.
So also, are we up for some knitting news?
Sure. Let's look at all of the newsletters that we are not subscribed to except through you.
Okay, let me delete some things first. Okay,
You're good. I can pull this out until you're ready to pull it up.
They've got their Karen Simply Me yarn on sale.
Share the right tab. Share the right tab. Thank you.
On the 12th day of Christmas, they've got 50% off on their Karen Simply Me, which I haven't tried this yarn yet. I haven't even seen it.
I haven't either. I don't think I have either.
Oh, they've got Simply Me Merino. I wonder if it's superwash.
Click into it. We'll find out.
That's what I'm doing.
Ooh, no connection.
Oh, it's DK.
It broke. No connection. What happened? The tab you're sharing vanished. Is that just for me?
Okay.
Oh, accidentally clicked the big face.
It's not
Small
just
face.
for you. No big face. Okay. Do we see it now?
Yes. Let me pull it back in. Wrong. Here we go. Ooh.
So
it looks nice.
It's DK $12.
$12 for what is that? 100 grams? How many yards is that? I don't know grams. How many yards is it?
Let's see. Product details. Pure Indulgence blends micro acrylic fibers with a touch of wool. So it's just got a little bit of merino in it.
Touch of wool.
Similar to cashmere.
Ronald said, Danny, you trying to influence me? You're basically an influencer just for Ronald. You guys have the exact same taste and stuff. You're an influencer just for Ronald.
Seriously, because every time I bring a yarn, next thing I know, he's bought 12 balls of it and made a bag.
Yeah.
And I've never even seen it in person.
Let's see. What does that say? Crochet gauge, knitting gauge. No, wait. Where am I? Oh, there we go.
It's 215 yards.
Okay.
It's not just a touch. It's 50%
$12.
acrylic, 50% merino. Yeah, I'd like to try
that's
that.
more of it. That's more than a touch.
That's more than a touch. I was expecting like them to say 10%.
10%, yeah.
Machine wash in cool water, delicate cycle, tumble dry on low. So not exactly super wash, but
Ronald saying I'm being read to filth right now.
I don't know how to read to filth.
Too late, you just did it.
Okay, let's see. What else do we have?
What else do we
Um,
have?
Let me close my important stuff that y'all don't need to see.
I can just
Okay,
pull it off the screen.
what'd you say?
I can just pull it off the screen and nobody has to see it until you're on the page you need.
Okay, so the patterns that
Ooh.
the staff at Yarn Inspirations have decided are the best of the year.
Okay, our year in review yarn inspirations.
The classic quilt, the dotted duet.
I'm not feeling it so far, yarn inspirations. What else we got?
That sweater looks like a nice basic pattern to replace my black sweater.
It looks so plain.
But that's what I
These are
need. That's what I
patterns of
need, is
the
a plain
year?
sweater to replace. Let me open this up.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I
you need a sweater to replace your other sweater. What I'm saying is that sweater, why is that sweater pattern of the year?
Yeah, true.
It looks boring.
Okay, is it showing?
It's showing.
Okay.
Let's see, the
Okay,
mossy
this mossy blanket, I don't know how I
Ooh.
feel about that.
Oh, I didn't realize that it was kind of doing a chevron thing. Now that I'm
Yeah.
seeing it all at once, I kind of like it.
And then the heart warmer knit hat, which that's just a basic hat. I don't
That's
understand.
boring.
This is the cardigan, the all day big knit cardigan.
Boring, though I do need a cardigan.
Yeah, I want one to replace my black one, so that looks like a good one to make.
I definitely almost bought a cardigan the other day because I'm tired of trying to make one.
This beach bag looks cute.
It is cute. Honestly, my favorite thing that we've seen so far.
I've been saying for the last couple of years that I wanted to make a beach bag for when we go ashore on the cruise. To put our stuff in to take.
Let's go to the beach. Let's crochet a bag.
And then this classic quilt, which is made with their all-in-one quilt motif yarn. I kind of like that.
If these are the things of the year, why is the bag the most interesting looking thing?
Seriously, and this is my first time seeing the bag. I haven't seen this bag in any of the emails, the newsletter emails that they sent. I've never seen this one. I've not seen this dotted duet blanket either. But I'm curious what the big knit cardigan is made out of, so I'm going to look at that right quick.
Go ahead and
because they're calling it big.
I follow my.
So I wonder what yarn this is.
One, Ronald is saying these are just staff picks, but I am wondering, am I just too eccentric? Is that the thing? Because I want to see something interesting and different. Like when I'm looking at patterns, I want to see something that's like, ooh, I haven't seen anything quite like that before that looks different. Whereas I feel like a lot of these, like what are other knitters and crocheters looking for in a pattern? Are they just like, ooh, this blanket would be very nice in my guest bedroom that looks like it could be in a hotel? Like what are you, this would look very nice on my friend who looks like a heroine in a Hallmark movie. What are you looking for?
Well, that sounds like you need to look at the Ravelry Hot Right Now, which I am pulling up.
Even on the Hot Right Now feels a little, let me pull you out and then pull you back in. Let me know when you got it. I've looked at the Hot Right Now a couple times too. And I've never looked at the Hot Right Now just like by itself. I've looked into the Hot Right Now like when I'm looking for a specific like hats and then Hot Right Now, or like scarves and then Hot Right Now, but I've never looked at just what is the Hot Right Now.
Oh, I also wanted to mention that they sent me a special offer from Ribbler, except Ribbler does not work for me.
Why does Ribbler not work for you? Is it because you have an iPhone?
I don't know. Remember I tried to start my Ribbler account and I had the hardest time.
I vaguely remember this.
But Yarn Inspirations is partnering with what?
That sweater looks interesting. With the ribbing kind of texture going on. Why was that not part of their staff picks or whatever?
This is
interesting.
this is part of their gift bundle, a gift for your inspiration customers from our friends at Ribbler.
Ooh.
So this is part of their gift bundle. I haven't clicked through though because I had trouble with Ribbler getting it to work for me.
I wonder if I have that same email. Ooh, I also like that little. What would that be? That's not quite a cardigan. The green one that's like at the bottom.
Yeah, that's kind of a.
So we're not blocking it.
There we go.
Not a shawl, not a cardigan. What is? I can't.
No, it's technically a cardigan, but there's no buttons.
But I feel like there's a word for a different thing like that, but I can't place it. But I like that. That's cute, especially in those colors. Also, I'm wondering if I also got this Ribbler email because I use Ribbler.
Okay, no, this is a Your Inspirations email.
Well, I got several. Well, if it's Your Inspirations from Ribbler, I'm wondering, since I'm subscribed to Ribbler, did I also get it?
Did you get it? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I saved it because I know you do Ribbler, and I was wondering maybe if I forward the email to you,
did I be able to use it?
Maybe you could use it because Ribbler doesn't work for me.
I might do that. Ooh.
Did you get it?
Don't even need to, because guess what I got?
Look at you. Unlock your voucher.
Yay.
Good for you.
Unlock a voucher, get up to $30 off of a Yarn Inspirations yarn shop. Who wrote this email? The perfect way to start 2026 with your faves. Hurry up, we have limited. Ooh, let me claim it right now, since there's limited vouchers, I guess. Claim. Why am I not logged into Ribbler? I'll have to do this later today when I'm logged into Ribbler. My phone keeps logging me out of stuff.
So the Ravelry hot right now.
Oh, yep. Let's get into it.
Let's see. We've got. I thought this showed bigger.
Maybe can you click into it?
Maybe I need to go into the advanced search. Okay, there we go. Advanced search. There's the hot right now.
It's those slippers.
Those slippers. Yep.
It's the scandal slippers.
The scandal slippers.
Okay,
but we've got a towel. This sweater looks very basic.
Yeah, so far everything's looking kind of basic. Let's.
At this point, I feel like, why are people even making more sweater patterns?
Right, because they're all kind of the same. I feel like it's like people like rediscovering the same pattern, like it's not being taught to them, but there's a natural progression to get to one pattern. Just like how a lot of like creation stories in different areas of the world are similar because everybody kind of comes to the same conclusion.
Yep. There's a lot. The Sophie scarf, which I've heard people talk about, which again, it's one of those things where I've not realized that the Sophie scarf was popular until I started getting videos that were saying everybody who is in the knitting community has surely heard by now of the Sophie scarf. No, you're the first one telling me about it. I had no idea what the Sophie scarf was till you said that.
I'm starting to think that people are saying that on purpose, even though no one's heard of it, to make everybody. I think they're pushing views to these things.
This ranunculus is another one that I've heard talking about.
Ranunculus
talking about. They're already saying, everybody knows this is the most popular sweater. I'm like, I've never heard of it. But I have seen, like, when I go on other people's knitting, like when I watch somebody's knitting thing, video on YouTube, they're doing their knitting, what they're calling a podcast. But to me, if it's video, it's not a podcast, but you know what I mean? I've seen people wearing this. But I didn't know
what is going on here, because I feel like you've clicked on 3 different pictures and I have seen 3 different sweaters. What?
They're all the same sweater.
Okay, but that one, are some people using fingering weight and some people not? Like, why do some of them look see-through and gossamer? Like
I think some people are using lace weight or something. Yeah.
Ew.
Because I think it's a pattern where you can use...
Oh, like to your own measurements kind of thing?
Yeah, a made to measure, as they say. So I guess it must be the style, but ma'am, I would have
What
bug
is
wrapped
those
my hair.
weird drop sleeves? Oh, I wasn't
I
even
was
looking at her hair.
oh I can't look at the sweater because the hair's distracting me.
Mm. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the wet hair look, which is, I guess, popular in certain circles.
And
I
it's
feel like I'm
also a
different
white girl thing.
fashion.
We can't do that with our hair, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, kind of like it. I've seen some natural girlies do it where they have the like curls that look kind of like juicy and wet, but it involves a lot of gel.
Yeah,
and
these are definitely different weight, different yarn.
right.
Yeah.
Go back to the hot now. I'm over this sweater. The most interesting thing about this sweater was the name of it.
Okay, the green cables. I feel like I may have seen somebody wear.
Yeah, it looks familiar. And then the baby version of the scandal slippers.
Yeah.
The heartless top is kind of cute. The little cutout.
I think I have this saved in my favorites. I don't know why it doesn't have a little heart next to it because I think I have it saved in my favorites.
Or you might have just a similar one saved because again, everybody is kind of recreating the same patterns over and over.
True. Because I watched somebody's video about it was like her top 10 sweaters that work really well, or top 10 summer tops for plus size people. And I had put this one on my list to possibly make for the cruise, maybe.
Ooh, cute.
I just don't know what bottom I would wear with it.
Just some shorts or capris or something.
That's like my goal for
ooh.
Now the Nordic
sweater.
Are you looking at that Nordic mix?
No, I was distracted by that rosy sweater to the left.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, either one. A sweater that has some interest to it.
Yes.
But more people are knitting the plain basic sweaters. And I heard somebody say in the comments, I didn't hear, but in the comments of that one video that I saw with the woman talking about how everything in knitting has gone to grayish. And a lot of people were commenting in that video about how people knit because they want they want basics in their size that they can wear to work.
Okay, that makes sense actually.
So of course we're not going to make the wild and crazy sweaters to wear to work, but we can't find a nice basic in our size, so you can do a made to measure for yourself in a black and a gray and with a plain thing.
That makes sense. You're like trying to build up your staples and you're just like, can't find it, I'll make it myself. That makes sense. Okay.
That does make sense. Sophie Shaw, Arctic Snowbird hat, fuzzy paw beret.
Yeah, can you click into that beret? Also, we have reached the bottom of the page and over half of these were sweaters that kind of look the same.
Yep. True.
What makes it a paw beret? Can you click?
This is a very new pattern. They just published it this month. There are no other products.
No wonder there are no other things.
They just published it this month.
What is...
See, this is the kind of pattern that attracts me simply because there are no other pictures or projects yet.
So you want to make it just so you could be in there, get in there and be part of the new hotness?
Not necessarily because, I want people to see me in my knitting, but there's a part of me that kind of like pulls for the underdog, and it's like, nobody's making this. Let me, or like if there's a book that nobody's talking about, let me talk about that book because I thought it was a good book. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel about so many things from my childhood. I'm re-listening to Blackjack Justice again to have something to listen to at work. Even though the series has ended. They no longer have the voice actor for Jack. He moved on to other things, so the author is reading for him.
But yeah, that's nice.
I am just wondering about the naming. I always wonder about these names because I hear paw beret and I'm thinking there's gonna be like paw prints or something related to like dogs or cats or something. I don't understand.
Cat's paw. The name of the lace pattern is cat's paw lace.
Oh, okay. That explains it.
So, since this is the end of the year, before I show my my crochet, I mean my coloring pages. We can go ahead and take that out. Do you have anything that um, you really happy about that you made this year?
I didn't make very much stuff this year because I was taking a year off. Did I make what did I do this year? This is not a question I was prepared for. This is a question you should have asked me a week ago, and I could have.
But how about you think about it? And because I'm just realizing this is a question we should have saved for next week, New Year's Eve. So how about you think about it?
Yeah. See, now I got homework, and I can go back and think about it.
You can think about it. So my coloring page.
Everybody else think about it too. Get ready to put it in the chat for next week.
Think about stuff that you made. Okay, this is a very unconventional Christmas colors. I mean, I know everything can't be. Well, let me show you the one I don't like first. How about that?
Okay.
Okay, this one.
You don't like this one?
Well, first of all, mandalas. I do like mandalas when they are
more abstract.
No. I don't like abstract ones. I like ones like this where there are objects in it. You can see there are trees. There are trees and presents and bows. Mm-hmm. I prefer these kind of mandalas to the other ones. I think what I don't like about this picture is that I thought with the all black, it would be easier to color because I don't have to worry about going outside the lines. It would just kind of be absorbed in the black, which is fine. But some of the colors, like the brown of the tree stumps, is almost lost in this black.
Yeah. Until you pointed it out, did not realize they were tree stumps.
Exactly, because it's lost. Yeah. And some of the other colors are almost lost in there as well. So I don't think I'm going to color anymore because there's like 2 more of these in here. I don't think I'm going to color those. I'm going to go back there. I have mosaics. I have like 2 more Christmas mosaics, and I will probably finish those off for the year. Okay. And then I'll probably be done with this book. Because hopefully under the tree tomorrow, there will be another best of book for me.
You had it in your Christmas list.
What'd you say?
I said you had it in your Christmas list. I saw it.
I did. I don't know that anybody bought it. But if they didn't, I'll buy it for myself. I'll wait till after my birthday and then I'll buy it for myself. But here's the other mosaic.
Ooh.
I think it's
kind of some of the pink.
What?
I don't know how I feel about some of the pink.
I don't know how I feel about some of the pink either. But
it's like overall it's a fun image, but the pink is like very front and center. It's literally the center of the page.
Yeah.
I wonder why that was their choice instead of another skin tone.
It's a very unconventional Santa, I feel like. With the blue beard, you know.
And is this supposed to be like blonde? Oh, no, it's supposed to be the hat, but it's yellow. It looks like he has a blonde afro.
Yes, his hair, he has blue curls.
He looks like Bob Ross.
He has some blue curls right here, but then this is supposed to be the hat.
Yeah.
It's very unconventional colors. I know the whole picture couldn't be just red and green, but this was more unconventional than I expected.
I think generally though, overall, except for that splash of pink at the front, like right at his nose, overall, I like the picture. Like the unconventional colors are not a problem for me. I just don't agree with that pink right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one thing that is, because I had forgotten. I colored this picture several days ago, and I just turned to it and went, "Oh, that pink."
It's very aggressive.
Yeah. And I think I probably should have left something out of this picture. I'm not sure. Possibly some of the background.
Oh, so we would pop a little bit more.
Yeah, because in previous pictures like this, I have left out some of the background. Mm-hmm. And it has made it easier to see. I was going to see if I could quickly flip to one. Has made it easier to see. But yeah, I think I'm going to just finish coloring those the few Christmas pictures I have left. Like this one. Here's one for an example.
Yeah, where you left out the background there.
Where I left out a good bit of the pieces on the bottom, and it just made it easier to see. Easier to
and I really like this one.
What, the bird one?
Yes.
And here's another one where I left out a good bit of the background so I could see it better. So I probably should have done that with Santa.
Maybe. That feels like a thing that is not like a you should have done that. It feels like a thing that the people creating the picture should have thought about.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I feel the same way about the mosaic book. Is that sometimes there's too many colors in that mosaic book and then the words get lost. Not mosaic, the graffiti book.
The graffiti, yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
The graffiti book. There's too many and it just kind of gets lost. So I feel like, yeah, if I had left out some of that inner circle, then the Santa would have popped better. But sometimes I don't know till I'm coloring it. Yeah. And then it's too late. Because like I've got a picture I'm coloring now, and just looking at it right now, I can't tell which part I should leave out.
Yeah. Because you can kind of see like the bells and the stars, but everything else, like, you're not sure if it's going to turn into a thing or not.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all my coloring. So for this next week, I'm probably just going to color, and then I'm going to pick up some needlework next in the new year. My tentative goal for the new year. Do you have any goals for the new year, or should we save that for next week too?
Let's save that for next week too.
Let's save that.
Then we can do New Year's resolutions and whatnot.
Are
any of y'all gonna be here next week?
Oh, well, we'll just talk to ourselves.
Is it gonna be just us?
Let's talk to ourselves. So, any media consumption thoughts that you want to?
Yes, I did not realize that we had access to HBO Max through one of Wayne's friends. So I'm rewatching Bob Hart's Abishola because I got some Bob Hart's Abishola YouTube shorts while I was scrolling through YouTube the other day, and I was like,
I thought that would have been on Paramount since that was CBS.
Nope, it's on HBO Max. And I realized I don't think I watched the last season because I watched the second to the penultimate season. And I think that I heard that it was getting canceled after I watched that season, so I didn't watch the final one. So I'm gonna go through and like actually watch the whole show now because it's been stopped. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm watching that. I'm rewatching that. Also, speaking of watching that, the now on my second watch, now that I have already watched a decent amount of it, watching on my second watch, the Wheeler family, Bob's family, is a little less grating now that I know that they get better in the later in the seasons. Because the first time I was watching it, I was like, these people cannot be this impossible this entire show. I hate it. But now rewatching, I'm like, okay, you suck right now, but I know that you're working. You're on a, as you hate to hear, I know that you're on a journey. You are on an emotional character journey. And so watching it, I'm like, you'll get past this and it'll be fine. I'll just ignore you right now.
Ronald says he should be here, but because he'll be working.
They are working you like a dog, Ronald.
That's what I was saying at the beginning of. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the episode. I was watching Swell Entertainment, and she was talking about how she works for herself. So I know why I'm working because I'm self-employed. But why am I getting emails from people who work in offices? Shouldn't y'all be off right now?
Yes.
Why are y'all working? I thought office people, should be off by now.
I can't go cash a check at the bank today. Why are you working?
It's Yeah, there's very few. I remember I used to get Exactly. Ronald says it's pretty typical. He gets Christmas Day and New Year's Day off. I
If I
remember
didn't, if I didn't have Wednesdays off because of the farmers market, I would be working today too.
I used to get Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and New Year's Eve, depending on the place I worked. A lot of times they'd let you go early because they knew people would be partying that night. So they'd let you go early and then you have New Year's Day off. But I think the last time I worked in an office, the only reason I got Christmas Eve off was because it happened to hit on like a Saturday, maybe.
The day that you would normally have off.
The day that you would normally have off, so you pretty much didn't get anything for Christmas at all. But
the thing is, though, like, unless you work at like a food establishment where people are going to be getting food, or somewhere like Walmart or Target or something, somewhere where people buy last minute gifts, something like that. Why you are wasting money having the lights on Christmas Eve? Why are you open? My job is open today, but they close early, but they're open today. And they said last year on Christmas Eve they had like 6 customers come in and half of them were returns. You are losing money having your doors open that day. What is the point? Like, how are you making money working on these days?
Well, I'm fairly sure that my boss is probably working today. Not my big boss who owns the company. I don't think she's working today. But I think your Aunt Terry, my boss, I think she's probably working today because I asked her a question yesterday. She gets up at 4 a.m. I don't start working until after 1 p.m. So our work
voluntarily?
Yeah. Our work hours kind of crisscross. So when I think a lot of times when I ask her a question, she's like cooking dinner or about to go to bed, and she's like, I'll send you that answer tomorrow. Wow. So I asked her a question last night and she was like, yeah, I don't know that off the top of my head. I will send you that tomorrow. And I texted her right back and I said, no, you will not. It is Christmas Eve.
You'd be spending time with your family, cooking some turkey or something.
But I know that they're not doing a big thing at her house for Christmas. I mean, I sent you the picture. She's totally decked out because she loves to decorate. But I don't know that they're doing a whole big, Christmas dinner and all that other kind of stuff. So I don't know that she's really going to be doing anything. But I take my cues from, there's this one company in particular. I mean, there's a lot of things that I have to do, but there's one company in particular that I have to make a lot of calls to and access their website a lot. And when I go on their website, if there's a holiday or something coming up, they put, before you even log in, they have up across the top, we are going to be closed from this time to this time because of the holiday. And so they said that they are closed today and tomorrow. So I'm like, okay, I'm not working. I just take my cue from them because since we are a small little company, we kind of, we're not getting paid for days off anyway. So it's up to you if you're going to take a day off or not take a day off. If you got to go to the doctor, you just go to the doctor. It's not like,
you have to ask off for certain days.
Ask off for anything because there's no, as a courtesy, I let them know that I'm going to be gone on the cruise because I'm gone a whole week. But like if I'm running to the doctor tomorrow, I don't tell them I'm going to the doctor. I just go.
My hot take. Most places should be closed on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and car mechanics should be open on the weekend. Why are they closed on the weekend? And if I am doing a direct deposit or I'm having some sort of direct deposit, that should also happen on the weekend. Because the computers are off. Like, you don't need a person. You don't need a person there. The person at the place that is paying me has approved this money to go through. So you as the bank should just be a hallway for the money to go from work to my bank account. There's no reason I should have any kind of holiday delay for a direct deposit. And car mechanics should be open on the weekend.
I watched a whole video about why our banking stuff is slower than in the UK, because
I
they
just assumed it was
adopted
all like this. They have this better too?
they adopted. I can't remember the exact wording of it, but the summary is they adopted a better system many years ago, and we are just now starting to adopt parts of it. But because they are a smaller company, a smaller country, they can have the same system for the whole country. Whereas our country was like, okay, we have this system over here in these few states, and we have this system over here in these few states. It's not consolidated into one countrywide system where it could, all the different systems have to talk to each other, and that's why there's all these gaps of when are you going to get your money.
That's so stupid. Does that all? Can you also explain why mechanics are not open on Saturday and Sunday?
That one I can't help you with.
It makes no sense. Why are you only open on the days when people would be at work, so we have to ask off? You are working on a car. Why are you not open on the weekend days when people would be taking their day off to go take their car? Sorry. Thinking about days off makes me angry. Why are the banks closed? Why is the
I
mechanic
know our
closed?
people are probably going to abandon us, but since neither one of us
probably.
have to work today, let's knock out our few more reading consumption things.
Yes.
And get that knocked out. Puck Me It's Christmas, which I mentioned last week.
Yes.
I started reading it and I quickly abandoned it because it's a mafia and I don't read mafia books. So I got rid of that one. But I did read a good book by one of my favorite authors called, I never know how to say her name. It's SC, it's either Principale, Principal. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's in the Google Keep. But the book is Krampus Baby. I rarely give anything a 5-star read. I gave that one a 5-star read.
Yes.
It is a book about a girl who lives in Alaska who has been kept hidden away by her, let me see. I'm pulling up the synopsis because I don't want to give away any more than the synopsis just in case somebody wants to read it. But she has been it's Monster's Bride romance, okay? She grew up in a sheltered cabin in rural Alaska, okay? And she had pretty much an abusive father who kind of like never let her go outside. She was never allowed to go into town. She was not allowed to go into school. She was not allowed to
Rapunzel treatment.
She's not allowed to do anything. They finally, at the start of the book, this is all happens off page. So when we start the book, she has been taking online classes because her father let her take online classes just so he wouldn't have to be bothered with her. Okay. And that's when she started learning about things in the world and that way she's been treated isn't right. Okay. And so she started to see that she needed to get out of there. She's 19 years old. She about to turn 20. She has no friends, no nothing, but she makes a couple friends online. They help her get out of there. Meanwhile, on the other side of the country, in Pine Ridge, New York. This is where a lot of S.C. Principale's monster books take place. And
is this a real location or is this a made up New York location?
Is it a what?
Is it a real location or is this a made up book location?
I think it's a made up book location.
Okay.
But it's a small town kind of in the mountains almost, but not really. A 24-year-old guy who grew up in the foster system. He's a coder. He works for one of these menu DoorDash like places. And his main job is fixing the mistakes that AI makes on the menus.
Ooh.
But he grew up in the foster system, so he's never had anything either.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's grown up poor, not any money, whatever. He decides to take a hike in the mountains, you know, to get in shape. He's a nerdy, skinny guy. He finds a baby left out in the woods. But the baby is pink with a tail. Pink.
As pink as Santa Claus's nose in your picture? Pink?
Yes, pink with a tail and horns. And so he's like, but he immediately feels like, I can't turn this baby into everybody else because
they're going to send him to the government.
Yes, because the baby's going to be sent to the government. And because he was a foster kid, so he has this thing of nobody wants me. And this baby left out in the woods, nobody wanted her. You know, I got to take her. I got to take care of her. I got to hide her.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't realize that Pine Ridge is full of
magical creatures,
vampires, gargoyles, warlocks, witches, orcs.
He's in the unsleeping city.
He is in the supernatural city, but he doesn't know that yet. And he works from home, so he's trying to take care of the baby, and he's trying to do the things, and he's starting to mess up. So he goes on this shady black, what do they call it, dark web site to hire a wife. It's like, we'll get married in name only. I can't really pay you money, but you'll get free room and board, and you'll get health insurance. And in exchange, I need you to take care of my baby, but I will be there because I'm working from home.
Mm-hmm.
So she has no qualifications.
Of course.
So she answers this ad and finds a way to, hot-footed across the country. She is also pink, and that's why her father has been hiding her. But her horns and tail have been cut off.
Scandal. Magical scandal.
So these two meet each other. It's so heart-wrenching, and it's a good book. All of S.C. Principale's Pine Ridge books are good. There's about 20 some of them at this point.
I want to clear some things up. This is a romance?
Yeah.
Open door, closed door.
Open door, but it's not.
Scandal.
But it seems like this book has a lot more focus on
the actual story and not the sexy times.
Yeah, not a lot of sexy times. There's a lot more of the story. And it's one of those books, because to me, you know me, anything more than 2 sex scenes in a book, and I'm skimming, because y'all just put too much sex in here, okay? Mm-hmm. But so I wasn't skimming at all in this book, because there's a lot of story in this book. So this is a good one. And I also just finished yesterday another one that almost got a 5-star. I gave it a 4-star. I'm generally a 3-star.
I know, that's why I'm raising my eyebrows.
But I read Mirror Man by the same author. It's in the same city, Pine Ridge. And that's
closed door.
No, it's open door, but again, there's not a lot of sex in it.
So it's not like open door, it's more like open door.
It's open door, but they don't go in there that much. It's more story, because in Mirror Man, there's this 25-year-old girl who, she had a mental break her senior year in college and had to be institutionalized. And she got over that and went back to live with her mother and stepfather. But when we start the book, she's trying to move out because she suspects, nobody believes her because she can't really provide any proof. Her stepfather, who is also a doctor, she thinks he's messing with her drugs.
Her medication. Oh.
Yes, to keep her crazy.
Scandal.
And make her stay home so that he can eventually mess with her.
And does S.C. Principale have daddy issues?
And so, No, not really. Although there are some mean daddies in her books. But there's good daddies in her books too, because in Mirror Man, she has a good daddy. This is the stepdaddy who's bad.
Okay. Gotcha.
There's a good daddy, but the thing is, her father and stepmother, who are both wonderful, are working a mission in another country to help build hospitals. And so they won't be back for 6 months.
Yeah.
And so she can move back in with them once they come back. But like
she's trying to get out right now.
They've rented their house out to another family, so she can't just go to Texas and move in their house. But she's got to get away from this stepfather. So she takes a job in Pine Ridge because she has her degree. So she takes a job as a paralegal. And she buys a mirror for her house, and there is a phantasm trapped in the mirror.
I'm talking to the man in the mirror.
And so she starts to hear a few things, but since she's already had some mental issues, she's like, am I crazy? Or is it? So that was an interesting read, because the conceit of Pine Ridge is that humans walk around with the supernatural people every day, but we see what we want to see. Okay, it's not until the magic gets forced into your face. What are you doing?
Why have you not watched Unsleeping City in Dimension 20? That's literally the plot. Please watch it. It also takes place.
Does it have one of the people that annoys me?
It does, but it takes place in New York and Christmas. Watch it now. It's Christmas.
But if it's got one of the people that annoys me, I'm not gonna watch it.
But hear me out. Just ignore them. Just skim. Just like you skim the Open Door stuff. Just skim. Just press the skip 10 seconds button a few times.
I'll think about it. But so Pine Ridge, it sits on top of 3 intersecting ley lines. So there's like the magic is strong there. Okay. And so it's a safe place for supernatural beings to come who just want to live normal lives. They just want to run their grocery store and have their babies and just be normal. They don't want to be out doing, like vampires who don't want to drink people's blood.
Yeah.
And Krampuses who don't want to steal babies and things like that. They live there. And humans live there too, but humans don't see the supernatural people until something just like
hits them in the face,
smacks them in the face with it. And like the guy who found the pink baby, as soon as he found the pink baby, he comes back to town and then realizes,
and all of a sudden starts seeing everybody.
My landlord is green. I didn't know my landlord was green.
When did he get like that?
I didn't know my landlord was green. I didn't know the guy at the pit shop was a dwarf and different things like that. Because you don't see it until it gets like smacked in your face. And then all of a sudden you see all the people around you that are supernatural. So, but with the Mirror Man book, it's like, it doesn't quite work that way because she already thinks she's crazy. So when she starts to get smacked in the face with these things, she's
like, oh, it just must be
it's a hallucination. But that was a good book too. So those are my recommendations.
Make sure you put all these in the Discord.
Would I really?
You should.
Movies with your sister. We watched a TV show on Netflix called The School Nurse Files. I could not make it past the first 2 episodes because that thing is weird.
Was it another anime?
No, it's live action, but it's Korean.
Uh-huh.
And it's sub, not dubbed.
Is it like a K-drama or like a K-action?
It might be dubbed. Now that I think about it, it might be dubbed. But what did you say?
Was it like a K-drama, like slice of life, or
no?
Was it like...
No. It's an action. This it opens up with this girl who can see things, and then her mother dies,
Mm-hmm.
and then it jumps to her as an adult, and she's a school nurse, and she has resigned herself to the fact that it's her place to fight these evil powers or whatever. But I did not like this show because it does not explain enough for me. And I went online and I saw some comments on Reddit where people say, yeah, it's supposed to be very absurdist, surrealist, avant-garde
Okay.
kind of thing. And so weird things just happen. And there's not necessarily explanation. And I don't like that. When I was
Yeah,
younger,
I also like to have some explanation.
when I was younger in my 20s, I would watch something like that and say, oh, yeah, it's cool because they're being artistic and blah, 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 blah. And now I'm like, no, I'm old. You need to just explain to me what is going on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Also, it's kind of squicky because the way she sees things is what it's called jellies, and there are all these jellies that like connect people, or jellies that dead people leave behind, or something like
It's
that.
like residual
Like
spiritual energy.
yeah, I guess it is. Like when like she works in a school and she walks past this boy and girl who clearly like each other, and they're in the stairwell kissing. And when
Mm-hmm.
they back up from kissing, there is this jelly slime that goes from, and I mean, I'm not talking like a thin line. I'm talking about the width of my hand. A jelly slime that goes from his mouth to her mouth. A jelly slime from where their hands were together. And a jelly slime from where their bodies were to. Oh,
That seems like an odd choice.
it's gross.
I would have to see it because
Gross.
I like what I'm picturing right now is really gross. But I also did watch Mushishi, which is an anime about like there's like humans and animals, and then there's like a third like mushi, which are like spiritual creatures. Like it's just a third thing. And there was this girl who had like mushi like went into her eyes, and he needed to expel them, and so she took off her little like truly like X-Men Cyclops. She took off her blindfold and they like shot out of her eyes, but it was like goopy, globby, like kind of pouring out of her. Like it was like honey consistency, but like silvery and kind of like pouring out of her eyes and like up into the sky. It was like, but that didn't bother me as much. And so I'm wondering if it looks like that or if it looks real gross like I'm picturing in my brain.
It's on Netflix, so
yeah, I need to go check it out. While we're talking about shows, you're talking about stuff just is reminding me of other stuff. I, after being prompted by several clips on YouTube, started watching The Neighborhood on Hulu. Have you watched this show or have you seen clips from the show?
you're talking about Cedric the Entertainer?
Yes.
Yeah, I watched like the first 2 episodes of the first season, and I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's a sitcom. It's not for me, and I stopped watching it.
I mean, you know me. I love a sitcom.
But they have that good clip that I sent to Aunt Terry when we were having this argument
About the washcloth?
about the washcloth.
Yes. Yes. I watched like 6 episodes. That was like episode 2, I think, was the episode with the washcloth. But I'm enjoying it so far because I felt the same way about Bob Hearts Abishola, where I'm like, how many episodes of this show can we have about the fact that they are black and they are white? Like how many episodes can we have about this?
Mhm.
But they continue to be able to have stuff, and I continue watching it because I love a good sitcom.
Yeah, I think they did like 3 or 4 seasons of that.
There's like 6 seasons of that show, I think. Let me see. I'll pull it up because it's on Hulu. I also need to just finish watching Golden Girls. I keep starting other shows
you
and not
still have
finishing them.
Hulu?
Yes.
And it's the same login?
Yeah, so you should be able to get into it.
Okay. Because we, like I told you before, your father finally
Shut down everything.
made the break. We haven't totally gotten rid of cable, but we've made the break.
5 seasons.
5 seasons. We've made the break where we have downgraded our account to like 13 cable channels, And so we don't get, for the last several months, we because cable's trying to keep people. So when you have those big packages, they're like, hey, we'll throw you Peacock and Disney Plus and Hulu. So like I had all of those, and I was in Paramount, and I was paying like $1 extra.
Wild.
All of them, because they're trying to keep me.
Nuts. Yeah.
I mean, they're ad supported, but I don't care about ads. So they're trying to keep you. So all of that stuff got cut off. And I totally forgot about that until last night when I was trying to find something to watch. We still have Paramount because I switched to Walmart Plus.
Yeah. And
groceries. Now that your brothers moved out, I added Walmart Plus to my Walmart account so that we can continue to get the groceries. And so Paramount Plus comes with that. So we have Paramount Plus, and we have our 13 channels on. And we
I'm gonna see if I can get into your Paramount, because I think Paramount's one of the ones that we don't have.
And we have Apple Plus because I'm paying for that. Because there was a couple things that I wanted to watch, and your sister is watching Pluribus, and your father was watching a couple things, so I paid for it for another month. So those are the only services I had. But we used to watch. It hit me that we used to watch more than I remembered on Hulu.
Yeah, I mean, if you still have the login, it may have been, if you can't get in, let me know. Because when I went to watch The Golden Girls, he had changed the password again for some reason. So let me know if it's still the one that you have, or if I need to go in there and figure it out.
Yeah, I'll let you know later. Okay, another thought is, where are the unserious romance podcasts with Black hosts? This makes me think that you and I need to do a romance podcast.
So a romance Wait, what do you mean by romance podcast? Explain.
Okay. There are romance podcasts that I have listened to in the past where it's like, basically
people are writing in saying, what do I do? Or
no. It's basically one person who doesn't read romance, and then there's one or two people who do read romance. And so they are describing a book to the other person who doesn't read romance.
That's basically what we do here.
And they're kind of reacting to, so they're running down the whole plot, and they're reacting. The person who doesn't read romance is kind of reacting, and they're talking back and forth about the plot, whatever.
That's basically what we do here. So would You and Danger Girl be considered like a romance, sort of?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Speaking of which, they removed that from Spotify, and I was so upset because I was going to go re-listen to those episodes. That podcast is gone.
Oh, bummer.
It was so good. Sorry, continue.
But yeah, I mean, there's that format is on a lot of different podcasts. Like I listen to The Dollop. The Dollop is the one guy who researches something in history, and he just tells it to the other guy who does not know what they're going to talk about. And then they crack jokes about it. So there's a lot of this kind of thing, except I wanted to listen to something that had, and Ronald says he doesn't like The Dollop. Yeah, The Dollop can be.
Am I missing? Oh, there we go. The comment just came out. I was like, am I missing comments?
The Dollop can be, sometimes they can be overly vulgar. I have found that, first of all, with The Dollop, I don't listen to their main, like if it's just the two hosts, I don't really listen to those anymore. And they have something within The Dollop that they call the pastimes, where the one host has pulled a newspaper from a certain time in history from this newspaper archive online. Like he'll say, this newspaper is from December 18th, 1927 in Arkansas. And then he just reads various articles and they crack jokes about it.
Yeah.
About what they've heard. And So I listen exclusively to the pastimes on the dollop. I don't listen to the regular dollop ones. And for the most part, on the pastimes, I listen to the ones if they have a female guest, because a lot of times when they have a female guest, they are slightly less vulgar.
Bye, Ronald. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye, Ronald. Bye, Ronald. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Hopefully we'll see some of y'all next week.
But they're slightly less vulgar.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes they take a joke, they take a bit, and they run with it to where it's a little too much for me, and I don't find it funny. But a lot of times when they have a female guest on there, they're a little less vulgar.
They don't go as far, yeah.
So those are the ones that I watch. But I like, and I watch them on YouTube. I don't tend to listen. I watch them on YouTube, and because I like the concept. I like the concept of just kind of reacting to something and making a few jokes with it. The thing is, what I was getting to with the thing with Black Hosts is that I wanted something with Black Hosts. But whenever I was searching again the other day, whenever I search for something with Black Hosts, they're always doing some sort of intellectual deep dive, like this is a college course, about how the elements of this story are represent Black people and blah blah blah. I don't want all that.
Yeah, you don't want the meat and potatoes. You just want a snack.
I want you to be funny. I want you to just make just read the thing and make jokes about it.
Yes,
that's what I want you to do. I don't want some serious thing about it. That, or a lot of times the Black ones are where they do interviews with Black authors, and I don't want that either. I just want you to describe the book and make jokes.
Yes.
And I can't find any Black.
Time for us to make it.
Where there's Black hosts where they just describe the book and make jokes.
Time for us to make it.
And when I do find Black hosts reading a book, it's like nobody's reading anything with monsters or aliens, or, you know me, I don't want to read a boring contemporary book. I want to read something that's got some magic. Like your father came in the other day when I was describing, when I was talking to your sister about the School Nurse Files, and we watch TV in my room, and your father gets off work and he comes in, and that's when we stop. And so he comes in, and we had just finished an episode, and we were like, and I was saying something to your sister about, but the thing with her powers and blah blah blah, and his ears perked up and is like, what are y'all watching with powers? You know I like powers. You know I like stuff with powers.
Yeah, because he watched like Naruto and all that stuff. Yeah, and y'all watched
that pretty much sums up what I want to read in my books. I want some powers. I don't want to just read about a banker who's dating a secretary and they fall in love. I don't care.
That happens every day. That's boring.
I want some powers. Or at the
very
least,
give me superpowers, give me science.
At the very least, if I'm going to read a contemporary, it needs to have some sort of quirk, like they're on a reality show,
or he's a millionaire.
Not even he's a millionaire, because that gets boring after a while too. But or he's a famous actor or whatever, and or musician or whatever, and she's she works at McDonald's, and then she gets thrown into his life and how hard it is for her with the press and all that other kind of stuff. Those kind of stories are interesting to me. Or a classic of, you think you're texting your brother, you're actually texting this guy, and you're cussing and all this other stuff, and then this guy responds, and then y'all strike up a friendship just through text, because you texted the wrong number. I like those.
Does that happen often in books?
There's not enough of them. I've read 3 or 4 that were pretty good. There's not enough of them though. But for the most part, I need some powers or a good time travel or something.
Time
So,
for us to make this podcast. Everybody
exactly.
get ready.
That's
You're
the
gonna
thing.
start seeing
But
some podcast
it's like
episodes.
we don't have time as it is. When are we gonna find time?
We'll figure it out.
When are we gonna find time to do a podcast?
We'll
But
figure it
yeah,
out. Hopefully after I quit my job, we'll figure it out.
I want something where they're just
But they're just reading and joking. Like you and Danger Girl, where they watch the movie and then they talk about it like, why did she go in here?
yes. I have forgotten about that podcast, but yes, that is exactly what I want. They weren't doing any kind of deep psychological analysis or historical analysis about Black people have historically been represented as blah blah blah, and this book shows blah blah. I don't want that. I just want you to be funny.
I feel you. Absolutely, I feel you. That's why I watch, what is her name? Athena P. You probably wouldn't enjoy her just because you're not going to enjoy the, like, subject material that she talks about. Mm-hmm. But her biggest series on her channel is that she will go and fully watch children's TV shows from like the early 2000s and stuff, and like analyze it as if it's a serious thing. So like, why in this episode was he able to walk and talk, in this episode he wasn't able to do these things? Like analyzing it as if it's a serious piece of media, but she's really funny, so it's funny, and it's like subject material that's like nostalgic to me, and so I'm like, I didn't realize that about that show. Like just watching it and being funny.
Exactly. Because I mean, not although I said I didn't want to get all analysis about it, but it's like that's why I for us to be equal in this society. See, I'm already starting to sound like one of those podcasts, but we need to be able to be silly and goofy and stupid just like white people can.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I get tired of all the books being about the struggle.
Yes.
And all the movies being about the struggle. Just like sometimes gay people are like, every story with us in it doesn't have to be
coming out. Yes.
It doesn't have to be a coming out story. I'm already out. I'm here. Let's talk about life now.
Yes.
Which, by the way, I forgot to mention about merge. What was it?
Merge cruise ship.
Merge cruise. If you've never played a merge game, merge games sometimes, because it takes a while to merge the item up to the item that you need. You have to merge until you get to the item that you need, and then it satisfies a certain goal.
Plot point in the story.
It satisfies a certain goal, and then once you satisfy that goal, then they give you a little bit more of the story. So in the beginning, the items that you have to merge are small. So like you only have to merge up to level 2 or level 3, and then they'll give you more story. And then as you go along, you got to merge up to level 10 or level 12 before you can get more story. Mm-hmm. So I had been merging before I realized that this game was a gay game.
Ooh, the gays?
Because it's like
the gays?
Because they showed the opening thing of like there was a singer or something. There's no voice.
Yeah.
Anything. So there's like a singer or something. And I wish they had an option where they let you replay the opening scene so you could see it again. Mm-hmm. And I went on their YouTube, but it's not on their YouTube either. But there's a singer and everybody's enjoying and blah blah blah. And next thing they show the singer, she's laid out on the floor, so I don't know if she's dead or just missing. And then they show they had a thing that said 20 years ago, and then they show present day, and the cruise ship is all broken down and everything. And then they show these two what look like TikTokers or Instagrammers who are taking in front of the ship, and they said, hey, we should fix up this ship, and then we can do videos showing, taking our viewers along on the journey, but taking them along with us as with the progress of us fixing up the ship, blah blah blah. And so like, oh yeah, okay, that's interesting. It's another decorating / merge game, blah blah blah. And then I do a few more rounds, and then it's like, oh, did you see this picture? I didn't know. Did she have a boyfriend? Oh, well, we got to solve this mystery because she was a gay icon. And I'm like,
Icon.
gay icon?
Gay icon.
And
they killed
then,
Lady Gaga.
And it's like, gay icon? I didn't realize this was a gay game. And then you look, I don't know if you can see this, but look at the statue in the middle.
Who is this?
That doesn't look like a gay statue.
The gays.
It's like, and it's all brightly colored and everything, and the things that I have to match.
They said, forget Merge Mansion for the straights. We got Merge Cruise for the gays.
Look what I gotta match. Do you see all those Speedos?
Speedos!
How did I not realize this was a gay game?
You didn't know. You're too blind.
And this is the guy who is helping.
That man.
This
game is for the gays.
How did I miss that this was an Alphabet Mafia merge game?
You're too straight for your own good. You missed it.
This is where my age and my cis-hetness let me down. And I just thought,
looked right past it.
I just thought, it's a bright, colorful tropical cruise game.
Yeah, bright, colorful for the gays.
But I'm enjoying it. I'm playing this game as part of an app called Scrambly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever tried any of these apps where it is where they say, try these games or do these offers and we'll throw you a few coins that you can redeem for money.
I've used what's the one that I had?
I used Swag Bucks for a little while but got nothing.
It wasn't Cash Kick is the one that I
used. Another one like that. Usually I don't do these things because a lot of time, first of all, I'm not going to do the offers. Like sign up for
absolutely not.
This shopping site or whatever.
I'll play a game though.
I'm not going to do the offers, but I'll play games. But the ones I've got on the past, the only reason I opened this one is because they also give you coins for steps. But part of the problem is you can't cash in any coins till you at least get to 2,500 steps. Now, me trying to get to 2,500 steps, and they
not leaving the house,
and they don't count the steps I can't link my Fitbit.
That's annoying.
They only count the steps from my Apple Health, which means I have to carry my phone around with me everywhere. And so I just can't get enough steps to redeem money. But I started playing some of the games, and I've already gotten like $6 so far. Not a lot, but considering I've been using it for a couple weeks. But it's one of those things where I would play, just like with the gambling thing, I would play these games anyway, as evidenced by the fact that I went through their game list and there were several games that I'd already played before.
Yep.
And they don't let you
go back and redo it.
Go back and get money if you've had this game on your phone before.
Yeah.
So there's several games that I would have played the heck out of, but I've already played them before. So I can't go back and do those. So I'm trying to find ones that I haven't done. And so and they only give you like 25 days to get
through all the levels,
to get what you're going to get out of the game. So that's fine with me. Because these, again, I love me a merge game. And so I've got 2 merge games that I am playing for this service. And, and these are games I would play anyway. Because you know how many years I had Merge Mansion on. I still have Merge Mansion on my phone. I haven't played it in several months because I was playing a lot of the gambling games for money. So I haven't played Merge Mansion in a while. But I've had Merge Mansion on my device, on one device or another, for 5 years straight.
Which is wild. I played Merge Mansion for all of like maybe a few weeks and was like, nah, I'm not coming
I
back to
played
this.
Love and Pies for months until they
Oh,
got
maybe Love and Pies is the one I had. Yeah,
until
I didn't play Merge Beach. I played Love and Pies.
until they got to that storyline where the guy who owns the other company had messed with the girl's mother, so that the two girls who are the same age and went to school together. I forget how it is, but the guy was too old to be with the person that he was with, and I was like, okay, no.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot how it went, but the guy was too old to be with whoever he was with, and so I was like, no, I'm done with this storyline. And so I stopped playing that, and the fact that it did get to a point where it was too hard to.
They want you to spend some money.
Which happens with a lot of these merge games. That's why I started playing Merge Mansion. I used to play Merge Mansion every night, but I started playing it less and less often. I mean, there's no ads. It doesn't bother me with ads or anything like that. It's just it gets to a point where you have to merge a lot of items before you can satisfy the goal.
Yeah.
And push the story.
That's where I stopped. Because I was like, I am not doing multi-day mergings to get more parts of the story.
Yeah, to get just little bits of the story. Yeah. But this one with the incentive of getting a few dollars. Because like this one, I've only played this one like 3 days and I've already got $5. So because I'm enjoying playing it. It's and it's also one of those things where it's like you run out of your money in an hour and then you have to wait an hour for it to replenish. So I'll go do something else. You know
me, if I have to wait and come back, I will forget. I will not return. You'll see me tomorrow, maybe.
No, I'll go play something else and then I'll come back. So yeah. So I think that is all of my all of my media stuff.
Well, while we're talking about games, I tried out a game that was on Game Pass. Have you seen anybody? You might have seen it because I know Gab played it. Winter Burrow.
I've heard of it, but I can't remember what it looks like.
Well, I'm about to show you because it's so cute. It looks very like hand-drawn. This is from the Steam page. It looks very hand-drawn, but you're just a little mouse. So the plot of the story is that, the plot of the story is that you lived in this borough with your parents when you were younger. And then your parents decided it would be better for everyone if you guys moved to the city and then you could make some more money. And I think they were also like worried about something. But you moved to the city and then your parents essentially work themselves to death in the city and don't have very much money. So you sell and your parents pass away in the city. So you sell all of your belongings and go back to the borough and meet up with your aunt who still lives in the neighborhood. She lives like across the pond or whatever. And she helps you like rebuild. Like, she's like, oh, why didn't your parents come? And you explain that they passed away. And then she's like, oh, well, I'll help you. You need to, like, if you do this and this, and you can build this tool. And if you go into the basement, that's where they plant the mushrooms. Here's the key for it. So you're just it's basically just like a survival, like, maintenance kind of game.
Yeah.
But it is very cute. Like, look at the art. It is very cute. And one of the first things you have to do is rebuild the armchair that's in the burrow, and then that is your knitting station. So you collect fibers and you have to knit yourself warmer clothes, otherwise you'll get too cold being outside in the snow. It's so cute. Yes, it's so cute.
I like games. I like when games put knitting in there.
Yes, so that's the little armchair, but it's like, so you have multiple crafting stations. You have the actual crafting work table where you build like your tools and stuff. And then there's the stove where you can craft food to help keep yourself warm or to build up stamina or whatever. And then there's the armchair, which you use for the knitting crafting to make like clothes or to make your like snowshoes and stuff to be able to last outside. Because I don't know if you saw while they were outside in the snow, but you have like 4 meters. There's the health meter, there's your stamina meter for like running and like working and chopping and stuff. and there's your food meter for getting hungry, and then there's your cold meter. So if you're outside in the cold too much, like if your cold meter goes all the way down, then your health meter starts going down.
Mm.
But see, look at the little knitting. It's so cute.
Cute.
It's so cute. So I played that. I need to go back and play some more. It looks like it's going to be a fairly short game. So I haven't. So I've played I think I was playing it for like 2 or 3 hours the other day because I was just laying down and wanted to play a game and didn't want something that I like.
Oh my God. Amazon is right outside my door. They're bringing 5 more packages.
Ooh. Well, did Sydney contact you? Because Sydney said she was sending our gifts to your house.
Okay.
Did she not tell you?
No, I haven't heard from her. And she has not contacted your brother as to whether she's going to stay with him or not. I thought she had already talked to him.
Wild. Yeah, she messaged me a few days ago and was like, what's your address? And I told her, and I'm like, it should be right in the Amazon wish list. And she's like, my wish list is acting weird, so it's trying to send everything to my house. And she's like, are you going to mommy and daddy's house for Christmas? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, are you okay if I send the gifts there? And I'm like, yeah, just let mommy know that you're sending the gifts to their house. And she's like, okay. But she never talked to me.
No.
That's funny. Yeah, some of my gifts are coming to your house as well. So that might be what that is.
Just as in past years, any packages that have come in the last 2 weeks, I'm just piling them up in the living room.
We have a corner in the living room of all of our stuff.
Our living room looks like an Amazon warehouse at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Because we just got boxes and boxes and boxes. Which is frustrating that they don't do recycling anymore here because all those boxes are going to trash. But I heard that Game Pass is going up to $30 a month.
Probably. I don't keep track of it. It just automatically comes out of my bank account. So I stopped paying attention because we're not going to stop paying for it for Wayne because that is his primary hobby. So he's going to continue to get Game Pass, and we both have Game Pass Ultimate. So we're going to continue paying for him, and we're not going to stop paying for it for me because that's where Ari and I play games. So, and we play games like once a week, and it's how I have access to games without having to go out and buy individual games. Like I can just play. I have a catalog of games that I can play whenever, which I do like once a week, every couple of weeks. So I like being able to have that catalog there instead of like I have to sit and agonize over, do I want to spend $60 on this game that I might not like, as opposed to $30 a month, and I have access to all of these games.
Yeah, now that I'm done with the Christmas knitting and it's not time for cruise knitting yet, I'm hoping that for the next 6 months I am going to do some more playing, like games that I've already bought on Steam, games that I have demos for on Steam, that the demos have been sitting there, or at least I need to go through because a lot of times the demos time out. So I need to just delete that from my library so it doesn't look like I have all these things to play. I need to try more of the games. I want to get a little further through Outlanders on Apple Arcade because that's the other thing. I'm paying for Apple Arcade.
Yeah.
It's roughly $7 a month if you add tax or whatever. I'm paying for Apple Arcade and I hardly play anything on it.
That's why I keep going back to Game Pass because I'm like, we are paying for this every month. Every time I see it come out of my account, I'm like, I gotta go play a game.
Because right now, I've been playing I was playing the gambling games, and then right now I'm playing the scrambly games, trying to get a little bit of extra pocket change, and that's like taking up all my gaming time. But I'm also paying. I have games that I've bought with money that are sitting there that haven't been played in a while, and I have games that I'm paying a monthly subscription for that I need to play. So I need to shift my game time away from so much of these. I feel like with Scrambly, there's probably only going to be a few more games because I've kind of gone through their catalog.
Yeah.
And there's games of either these games don't appeal to me, or games I've already played, so I can't play them for Scrambly. So I feel like there's probably only going to be one or two more games that I can play on there anyway, and then I can just abandon scrambling.
And once I get my new job, I would like us to go back to doing game streams, because that would be nice. We'll see. Because as of right now, I'm just too tired to do anything. Like, I'm barely doing this stream, because this is low-key, like, I love doing this stream, and I'm not gonna like stop doing this stream, but this stream is taking away one of the days that I could be sleeping in instead of getting up for work at 9 a.m.
You and me both. You and me both. I start on Tuesday night going, oh my God, I gotta get up tomorrow. And it's like, I enjoy, once I'm in here, I'm gonna start talking.
Yeah.
I enjoy that we are spending this time talking to each other. But I don't want to get up that early.
I don't have well, now I have a couple, but like, depending on the week, I have to be at work at 9 a.m. Monday, have to be at work at 9 a.m. Tuesday, have to be on stream by 10:30 Wednesday, have to be at work at 9 a.m. Thursday, have to be at work at 9 a.m. Friday, have to be at work at 10:45 on Saturday, and then I have D&D at 8 a.m. on Sunday. Yeah. That is how some of my weeks go, and it is trash.
And we are not, for those who are watching, we are not morning people. Our circadian rhythms do not run this way.
If given to, if given my druthers, if left alone to my own whatever, if left to my own devices, I wake up at noon. If left to, I go to sleep at like 2 a.m. and wake up at noon. That is how my body functions.
I don't wake up that late anymore. I think it's a post-menopause thing that I can only sleep about 5 or 6 hours. But yeah, I go to sleep about 2 a.m., sometimes 3 a.m. because TikTok has stopped showing me the little thing that stops me from scrolling. The little thing that says, hey, go to bed now.
So you've been scrolling where she had her braids and then went to her still press.
They've stopped showing that. And so I don't look at the clock, and so I'm just scrolling. The next thing I know, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Why'd they get rid of the...
So now I've got to watch the clock for myself. And so I go to bed 2, possibly 3 in the morning, and I wake up about 7:30, 8 in the morning. So,
I just remembered something I wanted to show, and then I will be done.
So I'm not going to sleep. I'm not sleeping very long, but I get tired throughout the day. So I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and by 10:30, 11, I'm ready for a nap. And then whether I take a nap or not, around 5:30, 6 o'clock, I'm ready for another nap. Which I push through and make myself not take. But yeah, I could nap 2 more times during the day.
So my friend Sumaya and I, she had a holiday party at her job, and she wanted some like help and advice with her outfit and her makeup. So we just had a day hanging out doing makeup together.
That was
after
good.
The gym, by the way. Thank you. I wasn't super, super happy with it, but looking at it now, I feel better about it actually. But this is my makeup.
I like the gray wig too.
Me too. That is my favorite wig. That wig is like on its last legs. I have to wear a bandana with it because you can see the wefts in the back from where I had brushed it, and the hairs have come out of the wig. But the theme for her holiday party was 70s.
This is Sumaya. Why did I think Sumaya was black?
No, Sumaya is Egyptian. But the theme for the party was 70s. It was 70s, and so she decided to do 70s goth. And so she wanted some assistance or just some feedback on the makeup. So we hung out and did a makeup day.
Cool.
Yes.
She's pretty.
Yes. Okay, we're done here, I think.
We've talked about everything we can talk about, so we are all good.
There are 2 people left watching. For y'all, if one of y'all is Chloe, get ready to start editing some videos. We're going to start this podcast where we're talking about romance books, so get ready. And for everybody else, like, subscribe, notification bell, happy holidays, comment something. What are they going to comment today?
I don't know. I don't know
Either.
Put a cabbage or a ham if you're cooking a Christmas dinner.
Yes. Also, do y'all eat ham for Christmas or y'all eat turkey for Christmas? We are a ham people, which I'm glad for because I don't like turkey. It just feels like roast chicken.
As I'm eating the last of my turkey sandwich.
It just feels like roast chicken. And I will stand by that. It is just roast chicken. We are ham people. Are you ham people or are you turkey people? Or are you completely something else, like go get Chinese food people?
Yeah, that's it. You can put ham, turkey, or Chinese. Forget the cabbage. Put ham, turkey, or Chinese.
Yep.
In the comments.
Depending on what food you eat for Christmas. And I think we're done.
Wait a minute.
Waiting. I'm frozen. I'm paused. I'm paused and frozen. I'm waiting.
Gotta remind people who you are. Happy holidays, y'all.
Happy holidays. This has been the Conversation Chair. Go spend your holidays conversating in a chair with your family and friends. Bye.